Hey everyone, how's it going? So tonight, just thought we'd just do a Friday night hangout stream for a little bit. It's not gonna be a very long one, but I haven't played any mahjong today, so I thought I would at least get things started off while we're just waiting for people to drop by. Play a couple rounds and then just see what else we can do from there. But yeah, so let's just jump into it. Not doing too bad. Kind of got out of our losing streak. Um, 3-player, we're back up to 1800, and same with the 4 and 3-player. So I think what we're gonna do is just play a couple quick rounds in 3-player mode, and then we can open things up if anyone wants to jump on and hang out for a little bit and just chit chat about whatever. But I was thinking about doing a oops, hold on. I was originally thinking about just doing a campfire stream tonight, but it's really cold out there. It's in the mid 50s right now and super windy. So I figured we'll save that for maybe tomorrow night. Hopefully that it won't be quite as windy tomorrow. It'll be a little bit more enjoyable to sit outside. But so tonight just thought we'd just play a couple of rounds. Like I said, just supposed to play a few rounds here first and then figure out where to go from there. Maybe we'll just end it, but who knows. Alright, what do we want to do? Let's do that, I guess. Don't really know what I want to do with this hand. We'll probably just start trying to turn these into sequences and then probably just call either. Well, obviously we're not going to throw the greens, but probably hold them as a pair at least. I mean, we can hold all of this. I guess we'll get rid of our red. So we can call our seat and round wind here, I guess. Plus we have our 2 green Dora. 6/6, so I'm gonna give us an extra pair or something, I guess. Let's go ahead and get rid of this 3. I guess we can start trying to maybe work this down to a Honitsu. It looks like this person's going for mainly circle tiles. That one's probably going for mainly bamboo. Should have kept our red tile now that we just pulled that, but oh well. We could probably get rid of this 9/8. Just work on the 7/8/9 down here. You know what, we're just gonna keep throwing away our circle tiles and see if we can actually put together just a half flush here. It's gonna get kind of tough. It looks like 5s and 7s are... Well, 1 7's gone, 2 5s are gone, so... we might have to switch things up. Let's, dump off this 1. 8/8. We'll do that. We're gonna start pairing things up, and then maybe just go for either a 7 pairs hand or just start calling triplets on everything. I think, or that could happen. All right, so everyone's. Never mind. It's actually good because 3 was one of the tiles I was thinking of just getting rid of. But kind of glad I didn't do that now. And you had 10 of bamboo. Hey Thomas. How was your drive in the countryside? From your post, I'm guessing it was kind of smelly out there today. Actually, we're really close to a hand already. 1 2 1 5 6 7's done. 7 whatever. 1 2 1 1. All right, so 8 7. Oh wait, I thought this was a 6. So never mind. 2 3 4 is done though. 2 2. All right, we're close to a double run of 1 2 3 here. Still in the car, not driving. Gotcha. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get rid of this 8. What we'd like to do is pull 2 3s, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So we just need a 6 7 8 4 5. Alright, so we can do that. What should we do? We're just gonna do that. I think we're just gonna dump off our 7s eventually. All of them. Maybe. We have too many pairs sitting here. Hey, Kronos. Not right now. It's cold outside, Kronos. It's cold and windy out. Otherwise, we'd be out sitting by the fire, but it's just a little too cold to sit outside right now. You know, we'll take that. I'll get rid of that. Exactly. Playing this game just for Kronos. We don't want this, but we don't want to throw it either. But we will anyway. Yeah, LDG. So like I was saying before anyone showed up, I'm just gonna play a couple of rounds here. Doing probably about 2 rounds, and then shit, it's probably not good. Yeah, didn't think so. Play about 2 rounds, and then we'll see. We'll probably just open things up if anyone wants to come on for a little bit. It's not gonna be a long stream though, because I'm really tired. So that sucks. That was terrible. Now we need something huge. I mean, I literally just said that, LDG. No, I've been kind of just limiting myself to 2 games a day. Yeah, we'll take that. Let's get rid of this. But we're definitely not winning this one, unfortunately. I think the best we can do at this point is hopefully we can get out of last place and be in second. But I don't feel too good about this round. We don't want that either. Alright, now we're finally getting something put together. So we can go do a 6 here. Everything else is fine. We can actually get rid of this 2 if we really wanted to. We'll keep that. We'll risk throwing that away. And we just have the 9. Hey, Tokyo. Alright, so we're probably just gonna cut this triplet down to a pair, most likely. If we can actually fill out the rest of these sequences here. We can do, well, actually, never mind. It already is a pair. So we can go 1, 2, 3. We need a 6 though, or an 8 to show up to finish off 4, 5, 6. Or that could happen too. What would that leave us? A 6 or a 3? We'll take it. It's not going to be enough to... Well, I mean, this is just going to be... If we win this, we'll at least get out of last place. But otherwise, we're definitely not winning this game. There's no way we can get the points we need. So that's unfortunate. And we're just going to deal in anyway. That was a terrible game. It's 23,100 for last. Our first losing game in quite a while. That's unfortunate. Yeah, let's do one more just to get the 2 games in, and then we'll open things up for a little while. People can talk about whatever the hell they want to. Alright. Alright, we definitely don't want to deal into the person to our right. That would not be good. Yeah, we'll take that. Let's, 5, 6, 7. 5, 7, 7, 8, 9. So 5. We can get rid of. Oh, never mind. We'll just get rid of green. We'll get rid of all of our honor tiles on this one. So we could keep that. I think we will. Let's just do that. Someone could have taken the east. I'm going to assume it's to our right. But lately, everyone I've been playing against have been trying to put together pretty large point value hands, so it's not odd to see people just passing up on some calls they can make to make themselves a quick hand. Oh wow, that was quick. We'll take it. 9,000. I saw you were saying that on Discord, Tokyo. Let's see, what do we want to do? We'll call that, and then we'll get rid of this 1. We're gonna hopefully pair up this 9. We don't need this 2. That was faster than I would hope. Oh no. Alright. That was a little scary. Alright, so we're not going to throw this 9 away. Well, shit. I mean, we'd have to go for a 9. Fuck it, let's just go for it. See what happens. This oh my god. Thank you. That was very nice of you to immediately deal in. I mean, I don't know if it's really dead. Maybe just switch up with your content a little bit. Do something a little bit different. I mean, my channel was dead for 3 years, and it's finally starting to grow now that I've gotten away from just doing gaming streams and open line streams. I mean, the open line streams were really popular during the pandemic years, but it's just not really as popular anymore. You should make videos. Go take a walk. Go take walks around Japan. People love that shit. I mean, I just happened to look. I had a comment on one of my posts. Yeah, was early this morning. So I just happened to run over to my studio page. One of my gardening videos was the first one to finally crack 1,000 views. That was really surprising. And then in the last just 3.5 weeks now, we've gained 45 subscribers. I mean, you never know till you try, man. Hey, Patrick. do here? We could sacrifice 8-7. Yeah, I mean, I did that too for a little while. I tried starting a brand new channel while my channel was during the time when my channel was completely dead. And it's just not worth it. Started from scratch. What do we want to do here? I've got a crap ton of Dora tiles, so I think I'm just getting a bit greedy, but we need to start calling these. There's what, 1-3 left? Uh-oh. This is unlikely, but we're still gonna try it. Alright. Dang it, that would have been a really good hand too. I don't think we're losing this one though. We're still stuck on East 2, aren't we? Wow. What do we want to do? See, I don't even honestly, well, never mind. I'm not even gonna. Cool. I mean, I'm just what the. I mean, it doesn't matter. I was just gonna say. I mean, honestly, I don't think you're being shadow, man. It's literally just content. It has to be stuff that people want to actually watch. And to be honest, nobody wants to watch this except for you guys I've been hanging out with for the last several years. Usually, these streams, almost every stream I do like this, I'll lose a subscriber instead of gaining. That and open line streams just kill me, and that's why I feel like I've been stuck for the last several years. And it's just by making changes and doing stuff that people are more interested in watching has been helping out. I just think that the random open panel live stream is just kind of dead, man. And just, I mean, case in point for analytics wise, just going for the last year, my live streams have brought in 3 subscribers. I mean, it's just terrible. And I'm not gonna call you nobodies. I'm saying that the people I've hung out with forever that started with this small group is still come and hang out when I do these streams. But usually, like when we get done with this tonight and if I go to my analytics, I'm almost certain that I'm gonna see at least one subscriber loss. That's how it's been on every. That's why I stopped. I've really slowed down these live streams because everything, as I kept every time I did one, it'd be one subscriber would be lost every single time. Hey Jill, I saw that you shared one of my videos, Jill, the other day. Thank you. That was very nice of you. Last stream Tokyo had went off air at 10 views. 2 days later it's at 35. Doing well. It's down to 9. I mean, I saw that on a couple of my shorts, and pretty sure it's just YouTube weeding out some of the bot views I had. But one of my shorts was up to, I want to say just under 1,000, and then the next day it was brought back down to around 500. So I'm assuming a lot of that was just nonsense, like either bots or Tokyo Dumb. See, well, I mean, that's a terrible channel name. What the hell? We got such a big lead here, we might as well go big on this one. Dummy streams tonight? What does that even mean? What the hell? Can we just go for this? Let's go for this, why not? Well, I mean, Jill, that's not too suspicious. I mean, there's people that literally just drop, because I have that a lot, where I'll have way more likes than actual viewers, and I'm assuming that's just literally people that have subscribed that just drop in, drop the like, and immediately leave, which is not helpful. I don't know why people do that. Hey, Professor. We should have just kept going without calling reach so we could just collect circle tiles. I don't think this was a good idea, because we would have had a way better hand had we just kept going for it. Oops, that was a mistake, you. Sorry, Korean. Interesting. And yeah, Thomas, I mean, a lot of it is just having fun and not really caring about, but I would like to actually, now that I've kind of found some things I like to do, I'd like to actually maybe grow a channel and do some other things, and maybe one day have the channel be able to start funding some of the activities I want to do. And to actually turn it into a small business. I'm currently working on a super secret project that, and it's only super secret because I'm still just trying to figure everything out, and then eventually I'll talk about it eventually. But yeah, I'm trying to work on a really big project I would like to do, use my channel to be able to do should we take this? Yeah, okay, why not? I'd like to eventually just use my channel to be able to essentially create just a long-range documentary series for the thing I'm doing, and then eventually, hopefully, have it make some money too to help fund the project I want to do. But if I can get things to work, if I can get things figured out, it should be a lot of fun, and kind of looking forward to it. Hey, there's a good hand. I wasn't too worried about that. I kind of figured we'd win that one. 68-7. Alright, give me 1 second, guys. I will open things up, since like I said, I was just gonna play 2 games to do the, to get done with the, daily stuff. Smashing success. Outranked 88%, huh? Sweet. Alright, so we're up to 885. We're almost ranking up, finally. But let's just grab all of our free shit here, and then I'll open things up. If anyone wants to join for a little while. And just talk about whatever for a little bit. What can we buy? Alright, give me 1 second here. What am I doing? Alright, let's just go to the dolphins for a minute while I get everything else set up. Alright. Too lazy to. Too lazy to even change my avatar. So let's go there. Invite. Copy. Alright. Let's see. Streamlab window. No. Which is our StreamYard? There we go. Make this bigger. Oh my god, that window actually fits right away for one thing, for once. Alright, so, yeah. Anyway. I'll be actually right back. Good night, Thomas. Alright, I am back. Jesus. Hello, LVG, Jedi Bill, and Bird O'Prey. Oops. Hello, LDG, Jedi Bill, and Bird O'Prey.
Hello.
What are you guys doing?
We thought we'd come bug you for a while.
What?
We thought we'd come bug you for a while.
Sweet.
Going on,
so
man?
What is going on tonight, boys?
We're just chilling in the underground.
I just got done eating my dinner. Fresh chicken fingers and sweet corn on the cob.
Sounds delicious.
Oh, you cooked,
Hello world,
you cooked
it's Bird O'Prey. Bye. Kapla.
Hey, Bird.
You cooked the chicken in the toaster oven for about 35 minutes. Season it a little bit, and you can put whatever, like I put like a little bit of barbecue sauce and ranch.
Sounds good. Alright, Tokyo, see you later. Tokyo made a new channel, Tokyo Dump, apparently.
Yo, dumps.
Go go check it out.
The hell?
I don't know, I would go with a different name if I was him, but whatever.
What's the link to Tokyo Done?
You put it in the chat earlier. Let me see if I can.
I'll go find it. Okay.
I know sometimes it doesn't show up for you guys after a while, so I'll just recopy and paste it. So that is the Tokyo Dump channel I'll subscribe to while I'm thinking about it. Oh no, I went to the wrong one. There we go.
What?
Wait,
Well,
that
that's
didn't.
weird.
That just took me to the home page.
Oh, the YouTube homepage.
Yeah.
That's a useless one.
Okay, so that's not a good link. If you didn't leave yet, Tokyo, redo your link, because that just brings us to, that literally just brought us to the YouTube homepage.
But
That's
you
what
can
it
no
is.
longer see chat comments in StreamYard anymore?
So we're running through OBS.
Oh, okay.
Tokyo Dump. I'm gonna assume it's 2 words. Let's see. Filter by channel.
If it's too new a channel, it's probably not in the
Yeah,
YouTube
yeah. If it's
search
too
yet.
new a channel, you'll have to use Google.
Yeah, it's not. Well, there's too many channels. Wow. All right, Tokyo. I'll ask him in Discord later. Thomas had found it like right away, so I don't know what he did. Maybe he put a different link in here. Let me scroll up and see.
Or maybe he's
Oh,
got the
never
link
mind.
in
He's got it.
Discord somewhere.
Never mind. Hold on a second. I'll get it. Because he, in the chat, he was talking as Tokyo Dump for a little while. So,
Oh,
forgot OBS doesn't let me click the 3 dots. So let me just go to my own chat and I'll grab it real quick.
no, it's just Tokyo Gaijin.
And it's way up there, so it's probably not showing up for you guys anymore. Mute this so I don't have to hear myself. And this one. We'll go up to there. Go to channel. Alright, so this should be the right link. There you go. That should bring you to the Tokyo Dump channel now.
The Tokyo Dump 2024.
Just close the window. No, it's so actually it's the one that it should be showing up on the YouTube screen because I'm using this one. Never mind, no it's not. Alright, hold on a second.
Oh, I found it. Yeah, it's in the chat.
Yeah, it's in the chat, so there you go.
Yeah.
It's just Tokyo Dump. It's got
Got
a
it.
pink circle with a T.
Ooh, pink.
Welcome back, Patrick. Hope everything came out alright.
Oh, well. Today was fun.
Oh yeah?
Yep. Oh yeah. Had a mysterious issue affect one of my servers. Had to pull a 24-hour backup. So everything I did the past 24 hours, I have to redo again. Pretty much lost an entire day's of work.
That's not something I would really classify as fun, but all right.
Yeah, that's fun. So much fun. I'm hanging out looking to see if there's something I'm gonna have for tonight, but I don't think
What?
so. Don't want to have to order anything. I guess I'd make another sandwich. I'm tired of eating sandwiches.
Sandwiches are good.
Jalapenos are not filling. Yeah, that's all. That's like my go-to, diet food. Ham, cheese, grain, bread, lettuce
Okay.
with jalapenos.
So, everything okay with you, Bird, today? I'd noticed you didn't have a bed life going on.
No, I had a very scary day today.
Ah,
And
what happened?
to be honest, I'm not. I hope I'm over it, but not 100% sure.
Well,
Um,
I hope you're feeling all right.
Thank you. Well,
Doing
right
okay?
now, for knocking wood, right now is the best I've felt all day.
Well, that's good to hear.
So I fucked up. It appears to be my own. I thought I was eating foods that were low in sodium, but I think I probably should have realized that what I thought was low in sodium was, in fact,
Right.
actually the highest sodium food I've eaten in months. And,
Dang, that's not good.
yeah, and the point was, I was gaining weight to the point I was thinking the bed was broken, that the scale was broken, because I wasn't understanding why I should have been losing or staying steady. It just kept getting higher and higher. I'm like, it's got to be broken. No, it was actually the exact what I
Okay.
thought was true, and the point where I had I was so thought that I was losing weight that I had them give me a IV bag of fluid, and it was just like boom, just added like 3 pounds right to the scale. I should have been doing everything to lower it. I'm stuffing myself with more fluid. Oh shit. Knocking wood, if that was it, we'll see.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Well, you must be pissing like a racehorse then now.
I hope so, because I need to piss it all away.
Well, if I'm good for anything, it's taking the piss out of people. So hey, I think we can do that.
You want us to piss on you? Is that what you said?
He wants to be golden showered.
Yeah, he's gonna get LDG's sharing a weird kink with us.
I said if there's one thing I'm good at is taking the piss out of people.
I think we all heard that you just like to be pissed on, so.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And,
That's a
and get
secret
this, folks.
fetish of mine.
He'll take pay for it.
So what about you, Jedi Bill? What have you been up to? I haven't seen you in quite a while.
I've been around. I've been doing stuff.
You getting back to your Insomniac thing streams, I heard?
I'm working on a new type of format.
That's good.
We'll see. I am trying to bring that back.
What are you kind of thinking of for your new format?
Just more structured, a little bit more structured.
That's always good.
A little order.
Yeah, have some strong, high entertainment value to it.
All right. Sounds good.
You should have a truth or dare segment, Bill, where the chat can you say truth or dare, and the chat tells you.
We're
what
not a bunch of 14-year-olds, okay? My
You
audience
know what?
is like
Good idea, though.
40 to 50.
Yeah, Bill.
I
You
got a
can
pretty
then you
good
can add a virtual spin the bottle game.
Exactly.
Now I'm gonna like work some comedy skits in and whatnot, and the news and like
Do.
update
And your host,
on
Jedi Bill.
current events.
Every hour on the hour.
Chrono says he's 14 in his brain.
I think we all are.
Kronos.
Sometimes, Kronos. Sometimes it's good to be a kid.
No. Mentally, I'm like 18 or 19, and that gives me the perfect excuse to be immature and totally a toxic male.
Great. Patrick's been 12 for 16 years already.
I still can't take my eyes off of boobs. Boobs.
Well, that's normal. Everyone loves
Boobs are
everyone
nice
loves
to look
boobs.
at.
Who doesn't?
Big ones, small ones, squishy ones. Little ones, I have to say,
Yeah, I'm sure that's not a problem at all, Bill. So many fucking eggs in my freezer. Oh my god, dude.
Why do you have a bunch of eggs in your freezer?
You want to see why I have a bunch of eggs? You want to see how fucking eggs I have, bro?
Not really.
You really want to see this? You want to know this?
Why?
Look at this.
I want to know why they're in your freezer and not your
Why
refrigerator.
are
Exactly,
they in your
that's-
freezer?
That's the funny part, right? That's the funny part. Let me put the camera on real quick. So, when mother went on vacation, she bought eggs, and I got like 3 of these in my freezer. Okay, egg patties, and the ones I couldn't fit,
Egg patties.
I put in an extra
Big.
bag. I have 3 of these and this full of eggs, and there's so much sodium and salt in these things. They drive me crazy. I can't eat them. Basically wasted money.
Why would you pre-make egg patties? Are you opening up a McMuffin factory?
I didn't do that. She bought them like that. They came in a refrigerated freaking styrofoam bullshit.
That's weird.
I didn't want them. I didn't ask for them. She did it on a whim.
Yeah, that's odd.
Wasted money. I'm telling you, I eat one of these and I need to take a nap. Ridiculous. Tell you, man, I don't know why. It should be illegal to make food like this. Even healthy people, just because you can take it doesn't mean it doesn't do any damage to you.
Okay.
Look what happened to Bird, for God's sake.
Well, I mean, I don't really think you can
Bills.
apply Bird's situation to everybody.
It applies to my situation.
No, it doesn't.
I know
You're actually
exactly what he's
mobile.
talking about. I'm diabetic. I eat the stuff that Bird said he eats, and it puts me in a diabetic spell. I literally get dizzy, foggy, nauseous, sometimes numb, tired. And then when it gets really bad, like you literally want to die. How fucked up is that?
No, you're right. You're worse than me.
Okay. So you guys have anything you actually want to talk about, or
Just about how miserable our lives are.
Works?
It doesn't really work. It's not. It's not fun.
I have to give up my. No, but everybody's going through it. Sometimes sharing your stories helps.
This isn't group therapy, LDG. Sorry.
Hear about that one YouTuber who just got arrested?
No.
A fellow
There's lots of YouTubers that get
YouTuber.
arrested.
Who got bit. No, this guy started his YouTube channel like an honest bloke. Got lucky. Got big. Has over half 500,000 subscribers. And then as he made more and more money on YouTube, people started noticing him. He went from a humble YouTuber, like any other one that starts off as a small YouTuber, saying all the right things and doing all the right things, to changing and being on certain substances and changing their content. And he got caught with freaking a pound. What was it? An ounce of cocaine.
Yeah.
Over an ounce of cocaine and freaking, I think even some like weaponry, armor, bullets and stuff.
I heard he might have been talking to an underage girl or something.
I didn't hear that. Yeah, I didn't hear that. The guy's married and got 5 kids. But like he would go on a live stream and we know he's drunk as fuck till 4 a.m. and then he has to take his kids to school at 6 a.m. There's no way he's not sober.
Yeah.
There's just no way. And he would do some other things too. And a couple of YouTubers tried to help him out, but I guess he just shunned it away. Hey, Sandy. Good. Chilling. And then then someone called on him and said, we're worrying about the 5 kids. Can you go over there and check on the kids? And I guess they went over there and then they caught him red-handed, and there's stories of him and he's got a nanny, so him and his wife can do all this crazy sex shit or whatever the hell that they do. Found all the drugs and a few other things as well. He's facing like 30 years. For 30 years in prison, and his wife too.
Yeah, some people don't handle success very well, and happens a lot when
It was surprising.
I'm assuming he was a younger guy too.
No, that's the thing. He isn't. He's like our age. And like, if someone actually took the photos of him, like every so many months, because he's only been around for like 2 years or such, and like every 6 months, and you see his face, within 2 years, it looked like he aged 20 years to the point where he currently now looks like an old man almost. Like you can tell this man's, substance abuse. You can see his skull through his eyes and shit.
Well, that's too bad.
And he was big with
Wonder
other
if that would,
YouTubers.
I would look like that if somebody put my screenshots together. Because I'd have deflated.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sad. Hopefully, he can get the help he needs and get his shit together.
He might. Everyone's calling for. That's what I love, right? Like you fuck up, and like YouTube's quick at saying, "Go to prison, go to jail. You deserve jail time. Go to hell." Blah 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 bullshit. You deserve all this shit. But then a YouTuber like this does it, and everyone's like, "He doesn't deserve jail time. Oh, he needs redemption. He needs rehabilitation. Don't send him to prison, dude. You literally just fucking, told other people they need to go to prison. Some people even to die, even if there's a chance that they're innocent. I've been on panels where they were like, "Oh fuck it, just kill him and let God sort it out." I'm like, "You're fucking crazy."
I mean, I'm not saying he doesn't need to go to prison. I mean, if he needs to go to court, get his shit together, and if he needs to go to prison, so be it. I mean, sometimes you have to be punished for some things, and it still doesn't mean that you can't hope that he figures it out when he's inside and can get his life back together.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting if he actually gets jail time. Like, I mean, the one chick that threatened the town hall lady, if she gets anything compared to what this guy gets for what he did, it's going to be interesting to see. Just because she threatened a town hall meeting lady. I'm sorry, an empty threat.
It wasn't an empty threat. It was a physical threat against the lives of multiple public officials.
Yeah, I saw that on the news.
Yeah, that was an empty threat.
No, it wasn't.
She doesn't have the means to make out on her threat. I'm going to drop a bomb on the world tomorrow, guys, and everyone's going to die. That's impossible. There's no way I could do that. I do not have.
There is no way you can
Yeah,
do that.
that's
But
literally
seriously,
impossible.
but standing in front of a council and saying that they're going to kill every single one of them
house is
pretty serious. And that's something that
her finding out where everybody
do.
lives and going to their house and killing them. That is possible.
The 4 or 5 people
after the first murder
that probably already have the addresses public. Yeah, that's actionable.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Yeah, I'm not winning that one. Sorry. So
I mean, you can't just go run around telling people you're going to kill them. It's just,
no, yeah, you can't go around doing it, but you can do it on a public platform.
No, you can't.
Oh, yeah, you can. Absolutely. Free speech is free speech, dude. You either have all of it or none of it. If you're in a designated public square, then you should be able to say words that you can't otherwise say.
This is you again, though. You are the only one.
This is the voice of reason.
Definition of a public square. Yes, you're
I
the
doubt
only
that.
one.
I doubt that. You're literally
one.
saying that I own the copyright on this. Like I am the very first person ever to have these ideas in a just manner. I highly doubt that.
Not in a just manner.
You have YouTubers. You have YouTubers saying it's got to be everything or nothing. Do you or do you not?
There are people who say that, but
so I'm not the only one then.
That doesn't mean what you think it means.
No, because you underestimate the power of what I would not call cancel culture, but it's the closest thing I could say. If you actually went in a public square and said something It's not like you are not against any consequences. You're up against the most important consequence, and this is why the law should step aside and let the people do their job. Okay, when you're on a public square, in an identified square that you're actually speaking free speech, designated area, okay, then you must have free speech and let the public decide. And if you actually threaten somebody or do whatever, you will be reckoned upon by you'll get kicked out of the grocery store, you'll get kicked out of every place you want to go to, like real cancel culture, like proper cancel culture.
That's the actual
Okay.
opposite of free.
No, free speech is you have nothing directly against you.
That's what's happening now.
Free speech has
That's
nothing
what's
to do with
happening
indirect.
now.
No, well, that's always it's always happening because it's a default, but it's not promoted. It only happens as a side effect because it always happens when you say something. The general public sees you a certain way, whatnot. But the problem is those platforms only certain people see in the first place. It's not like it's a global platform where if you actually used it, the entire world actually heard you. You say something on Twitter, only Twitter people hear about it. And then even if somebody writes a story about you, it's only the people who watch CNN. It's not like it's an actual global platform that if you stand on there and talk, everybody hears you. Everybody. No paywalls, no gatekeeping. Everybody heard you say that. That's
Everyone
what we need.
still wouldn't hear you say that because not everyone's going to see it.
Well, maybe not everybody, but a magnified
What the
amount.
hell are you talking about?
A huge, much more amount. If we had an actual platform everybody used and
Oh
it
my
was
God.
untouched and unowned by anyone, and it is known as
No,
a
it doesn't
platform.
work that way.
But it doesn't work that way now because nobody has it.
It
Nobody
doesn't-
tried it.
Yes,
It
of course,
just
everybody tries it.
no. Where?
It's
Who?
called Facebook.
Who? No, Facebook didn't do it.
They tried
Facebook
to at the
centralized.
beginning.
They tried to, but they failed. They didn't actually do it.
MySpace tried to.
Yep,
Twitter.
they all tried.
They,
Twitter's trying to do it,
everyone,
but they're not even close. They're
everyone
not even
tries
close.
because they're all failures because it's impossible. You can't
That's not
get everybody in
impossible.
the world on one platform.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
You already have it. You already have it.
What?
The internet.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Everyone's on the same internet.
Everyone's
sorry,
on the same internet.
Yes.
Okay, tell that to North Koreans, the Chinese.
And all Facebook does, they centralize their platforms. You can't win with a centralized platform. You'll never be able to reach 100% of the internet if you're a centralized platform. It just that doesn't work. You want to tell me what doesn't work? I'm telling you what doesn't work. Centralized platforms are limited by default. But no, I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, I'll be surprised if she gets any years for that. Now, if they find out she had ties to criminal elements, like the research they're supposed to do to see if her threat was even able to be carried out, because if it was just her, then no, she can't carry that out. Her threat is empty. She could not. She had no resources. She would not be able to kill all those people.
All she has to do
Impossible.
is go to their house and kill them. I don't see why that's such
Well, she'd be
so
stopped at
difficult
the
for you
first
to
murder.
understand.
She'd only be able to kill one person.
Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. The stupidity here.
It's all right, Rex. It's a Rex. I'm calling you my dog, for God's sakes. It's all right, but we can change the topic there, my friend. Bring the stupidity a little bit lower. How was that? How was that discovery? Oh, wait, my bad. That would bring the stupidity higher. Sorry. Excuse me.
Well, I mean,
I agree. You're completely stupid, LDG.
Thank you. I just hope my stupidity is viral, goes viral, because I got a feeling it will. If I am stupidity, then the world is about to become stupid.
What?
And we'll see.
Patrick, yes, he's starting to lose brain cells again. It's like drinking without the alcohol.
Right?
Hey, Jim's Landscape.
No,
How's it going?
no hangover. Ah, Rex. Damn it. All right, burger's done. But that's what I'm saying. Like AI would have fixed what she said. She would have just chat GPT'd a better way of saying what she wanted to say. She could have gotten away with it.
You understand? She didn't want to fucking get away with what she
But
said.
no, you don't know that. You don't know that.
Yes,
Bert.
I do.
You know her.
I know the type.
Let's talk about. Also you're stereotyping, which is
Yes.
good about 10% of the time. Stereotyping is
Oh,
usually
for
correct
fuck's
10% of
sake.
the time.
Okay.
Eric thinks Discovery is actually good this season. He believes. I've noticed quite a few people,
That's crazy, Tom.
oddly
It
enough,
was
enjoying
okay.
it
It
this
had
season.
potential, but too much emotions at the end. Oh.
What?
And I know what you meant, by the way, now, Bird, when you were like too much emotions. You were talking about that one scene towards the end.
The
Where it got
entire
all,
Wait.
fucking episode was just emotions.
We got
yeah,
2 weeks to the next season of The Boys on Prime. Season 2 of Outer Range is already out.
The Boys starts in 2 weeks.
Yep, the
Interesting.
3rd season of The Boys.
That's the crazy superhero series, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Never seen it.
That's great. Freaking love it. Outer Range with Josh Brolin just came back for season 2.
What is that?
Kind of deals with UFOs and like portholes. I've been meaning to look at it. I've been hearing a lot of good stuff about it. Haven't actually watched it yet, but I'll get around to it.
It's cool. So what have you been watching that you've been enjoying?
Oh, I watched like this month. I watched Band of Brothers and The Pacific, and I've been rewatching The Boys so I can get all caught up. You know, because I like to have it fresh on my mind.
The Boys.
Yeah.
The Boys.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that shit to come out.
That's cool. What
Yep,
would you say
on
right now is your
June.
favorite TV show?
Right now, because it's coming out very soon, is The Boys. But also, this started is Game of Thrones, House of Dragon, season 2.
Wait a second, they
Started.
made another new one? They're still
Yes,
making that shit?
they had Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, which deals with the dragon family. The family that has dragons. The Targaryens.
So is it like a continuation of Game of Thrones, or is it like a prequel or
It's
Prequel.
prequel?
prequel. Yeah.
Now, I haven't watched
Season
it
one was actually quite good.
Sorry,
because
Bird, what?
Game of Thrones couldn't have ended any worse. So, like, why
Yeah.
would anyone watch it? But
I was
Well,
hoping they can
If you're
make
like
up for that
if you're
terrible
someone
last
like
season.
me, I like fantasy. I love sci-fi, and it's got dragons. It's got freaking fucking dragons, and they're wearing armor, and there's fights, and there's gore scenes, and that's why I love it, because it's in the realm of the knights and kings and kingdoms, and there's battles and bloody, and it's you got dragons. You got really freaking cool dragons.
I only watched, I think it was like the first season of Game of Thrones, and then I never watched anything else after that.
I just like anything with it's got a dragon in it. Got dragons in it is very cool.
That's cool. I'm glad you like it.
Anything with knights and armor and battles, you know.
Eric wants to see Rings of Power season 2.
I just boycotted that series once I heard the reviews come in on how bad it is. I honestly don't need to look at it. I want stuff that's good. Lord of the Rings trilogy was great. The Hobbit trilogy was great. If they debunk it and do like wokeness like they've done everything else, I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to waste my time with that garbage.
Yeah, I saw the first episode of that, but nothing after that. It didn't look too terrible from the first episode I watched, but I don't know, I'm just not a TV and movie guy, so I haven't watched anything on TV for the last several months now, so I have no idea
Are
what's
you
like even
reading
out
any
there.
books or novels?
I like to read a lot of like history books and stuff. But yeah, now that the weather's been nice out, I've been going out a lot more and just being outside.
How much do you watch shorts?
What?
How much do you watch shorts?
How much do I watch shorts?
Yeah.
Every now and then I'll just scroll through when I see something that looks like it's interesting. I'll click on it and then scroll through a few of them. Scroll through the feed for a little bit to watch a few, but not that often. Usually the shorts I watch are like quick snippets from the longer video, and then if I like the short, I'll actually just go back into and watch the full video. Hey Omni, how's it going?
Well, I'm gonna make like a tree and get out of here because I might go sing with some friends on another channel that is hosting karaoke. Oh,
All right, Biff.
All right, Bill, you have a good time, man. It's good seeing
yeah,
you again.
that's why I do it,
Yeah,
because
have a good
it's
night.
fun, you know. And I like music, so
take
catch
care,
you
Bill.
later.
See
Later,
you
guys.
later, Bill.
Later, Bill.
Oh, Arabic, you asked earlier if we're gonna do a GeoGuessr stream this weekend. Maybe. We'll see. Might do one. Not sure. After last weekend's terrible performance on Jeopardy with 0 points, I'm definitely out of the running for their little 100th episode special game. So I don't even know if I'm going to bother playing this week.
All right.
I think I've mathematically put myself out of the running for that, unfortunately. Patrick's got a huge lead on everybody at like 7,000 points or whatever. I know, Space Seed. I could not think of that name last week, Omni. For some reason, I just could not think of the episode name. That was embarrassing. Patrick lead is huge, Professor. He's got 7,000, just under 7,000, I think. So let's say he does like just a couple thousand every game until the 100th. I mean, he's got a pretty solid lead. And actually, but anybody that ended on the board last week is still in the running. But since I have 0 points going into week 2, I'm pretty much mathematically out of it. I mean, everyone would have to majorly screw up for me to even catch up. 7,300. All right, yeah, something like that, Patrick. I mean, literally all Patrick has to do is basically bet 0 points for Final Jeopardy every single time he gets to it, just to hold on to his points. He basically. I'm not saying he has the win locked up, Professor, but starting with 0 or negative. That's a pretty big deficit to have to keep to make up. I have to win like every single, like at least 2 games a night, 2 games a weekend to be able to catch up. It'd be a pretty tough. Just need to stay sharp, not mess up, and go negative. Yeah, that's true. I don't think, well, okay, who's the top? The top Professor, the top players would be right now with points at least would be, well, a Patrick with 73. What, Omni, do you remember what you ended up with last week? I think you had a couple thousand also. So I mean, as long as you guys keep building on that, I would probably have to just have massive scores every single time and not end at 0.
I'm sorry, but everybody's still in it. It's only one game, 1 week's worth of games.
I usually only win like 1 a week. So I think I'd probably like, I don't know, 4,000. Yeah, and then the next one's like at 3,000 or something. So I think I don't know. We'll see. We'll try this weekend and see how we do. But I'm not optimistic. Because you know, at Final Jeopardy, no matter what I have, I'm betting everything just to try and either make up points or go down in flames. I've been really tired the last couple nights that we played it, though. I just on like really easy. Yeah, I can't miss space heating. Yeah, but that's the thing, Omni. It's like the last 2 weeks I've just been super tired while I was playing. So answers that should have just came to me really easy, especially really easy answers. I just for some reason I just completely blank out on. Need to lay off the gardening, get my rest, and take some vitamins. I might have to just on Saturdays just take a day of rest, do some studying. But I enjoy being outside. It's been actually these last couple weeks where I've been spending most of my time just outside and away from the computer has been it's been really nice actually. Honestly, it's improved my mental health greatly. I was getting super depressed like in the early spring, always being inside at the computer.
Can't have your mental health be hurting, dude. The underground's always open for anybody who has mental health issues.
That's the whole thing. I'm happier being away and being unplugged.
Ah. If that's what works for you,
Hey, Patrick.
that's fine.
Hello. No.
Usually, being around friends and people who actually care is only more effective the closer we get to rock bottom.
So how's your night going, Patrick? Very late for you.
Yeah, it's indeed late, but I'm still refreshing the order page.
yeah, that's right. You're waiting for your computer.
It should be arriving this Saturday, and it still hasn't shipped as per the site, so I'm not feeling it.
That sucks.
But then again, maybe they will. I don't know.
I know. I hate waiting for packages. I'm excited
Especially
for them to come.
computers.
I don't really mind it, but I did pay for a Saturday delivery, so
Yeah.
if they
so-
then I don't like it because I paid for it. Oh well.
I had to wait for every piece to come individually when I actually got it. So when I was building my new computer, I literally had the 4090, which is funny because I thought the 4090 was going to come last, being that was going to be the hardest piece to get. But it actually ended up coming first. So I had to wait with a brand new 4090 staring me in the face.
Yeah,
I couldn't do a damn thing about it until the rest of the computer got delivered.
Wow.
Me and our
The ironic thing is that 4090 is still staring me in the face right now because I ended up having to buy another computer until I can get some other parts to rebuild the one I was trying to rebuild in the first place. So, but I've gotten numb to it now. I'm okay. The computer I ended up buying a full blown computer. It's got like a good 4070 Ti, so it's good enough for now. But I got a liquid cooled 4090 ready to be freaking used. I can't wait. I even had to go to a UDF Tech live stream to ask them a particular question that, I don't know everything. There was a particular question that I needed backup on, and I paid $2, and they read it on air and gave me my answer. And I was like, oh, that's cool, thank you.
Pay to get your
Those
answer.
4090s, they require a lot of electricity.
Yep.
Why they're illegal in China. They're illegal to ship to China.
Okay.
I almost had to do the same thing. What's his name had to do for marijuana for crack in damn, what was that movie? Who's the guy who did the funny videos, world's funniest videos?
Bob Saget?
Bob Saget.
Yeah, you remember Saget had a suck dick for crack? The
Okay.
movie. He was in that movie with Chaplin, Chappelle. High Times. God, it's one of my favorite movies. I can't think of the name of it.
Never
I
watched
Want
it.
Your Cocktail Fruit. No?
I think I never watched
The
it.
movie about marijuana. It had Chappelle in it. It had freaking him. It had a bunch of stars in it. Came out in the 2000s.
I'm not ringing any bell.
Kill, killer, kill. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you. I'm out. Guy quits the job. Come on, somebody's got to know about the movie I'm talking about.
Maybe ChatGPT knows.
It would know. It would know. It totally would know. You guys suck. All of you suck. Is chat saying anything right now? I know some movie I'm talking about.
Nope.
Half Baked.
It's quiet.
Half Baked. Yes, thank you. Half Baked. Yeah, so the guy who did the funniest videos was in Half Baked and had a suck dick for crack. Made a joke about it. I almost had to do that for a 4090.
Oh, you didn't.
Almost. You know how hard it is to get one of those cards?
Not difficult. I can have it delivered on Saturday through Amazon.
Do it. Fine. Find me one. Send me the link.
Hold on a second.
You got 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes.
I don't need.
And that's too much time. You shouldn't need 5. Yeah, show me. A 4090, brand new, delivered by Saturday. Show me. Challenge you.
Well, I am right now. It's on the YouTube screen. Oh, hold on.
Let me see.
Scroll it over. Kind of cut off.
And it's got to be a decent 4092, not a garbage one. It's got to be a high-end 4090. I wasn't looking for the
Adjust this
garbage
window.
MSI. Not MSI, but Gigabyte or whatever the hell. Show me a Asus Rod Strix 4090.
Oh,
Available by
goddamn it,
Saturday.
window.
I don't see anything.
Hold on. Let me just.
Oh, there.
change
Okay,
it.
there we go.
On the YouTube
At,
stream.
at PNY, yeah. Try again, dude. Try again. PNY is a low-end 4090.
All right.
Still
What do you want? A
4090?
gigabit one?
Nope, nobody buys those.
What
I
do you
want an
a gigabit
Asus
one?
Strix or I want a good 4090.
I just asked you a question. Do you want a gigabit one? 4090?
Nope, gigabits garbage. PNY is garbage. Asus, get me an Asus one.
All right.
If you find me an Asus
All right,
one,
guys, gonna drop off. I'll talk to you
take
later.
it easy.
All right.
Later,
Later,
bird.
bud.
Bird. Free delivery June 7th to the 16th.
And find out who sells them too. It's got to be an actual good seller. It can't be China.
Sure, you just keep adding shit on.
Dude, nobody goes to Amazon. You check the seller. I'm sorry, there are people overselling. Those
Everybody
things
goes.
from-
Okay, nobody goes to Amazon. Okay.
I want
Weren't
brand
you just
new.
saying
I
you
want a
can't say
brand
nobody
new-
does whatever?
I want a brand new 4090 from non-third-party distributor, dude. You can't trust them. You don't know what you're gonna get. But even they are gonna have the low-end cards like the PNY and Gigabit. Those are low-end cards, straight up. Find me an Asus, deliverable by Saturday, and I will capitulate to you.
So 1 day shipping.
You're not gonna find it. 4090s are all sold out. All the
This
good ones are
Saturday or next
all sold
Saturday?
out.
I don't think they are. I think you're behind the times, and you're still thinking we live in pandemic times and during the crypto craze, and our supply chain is still crimped.
Find me one.
I think you're out of touch.
A bit.
You have the right to believe that.
And refreshing again. Nope, still
Yeah,
processing.
you get an Asus 4090 from Best Buy, and have it delivered
Yeah,
on
right.
Friday, or pick
Show
up
me.
Friday, or get it by
Where
May
is it? Where is it?
29th.
Is this an open panel? Yes, AJ, it is. You can come on up. Links in the chat. Or you pinned it actually.
No,
No, he
the
didn't. He
pinned
did
one
not
is
pin
the,
it. He
is the
pinned
incorrect
Yeah,
Tokyo.
one.
I did. I thought I did. There.
No, you,
Oh, gee, get it by Wednesday. Or pick it up on Friday. I think you're out of touch, LD.
Scroll up.
I just
scroll up.
fucking did.
Scroll up. I can't. I'm on. Oh, you saved it over here. Sorry. Okay, tough. Yeah, sorry, dude. Tough is the low end, Jesus. That's okay. You did find one, but you found the low end of Asus. Tough is literally their economy can't afford the real thing brand.
Okay, Captain Moron, whatever you say.
I'm sorry. Okay, I give you credit for doing that. I'll capitulate a little bit, but you will not find a Strix
yeah, the
heavy
pinned
duty.
link
Something
is
I would
for,
actually buy.
the pinned link is for Tokyo's channel.
Oh, that
Seth.
was Tokyo's. Oh, stand by.
And buy.
Let me find it. This
We'll
one
fix
is.
it in tinkering time.
You know what? I'll just repost it.
One more email.
That also works.
Close. Yeah. That me? It's me.
There you go.
Whoops. There it is. StreamYard. And Omni, if you can, also join.
Hey,
If
Joe.
your brain spells for it.
Whoa.
Oops. Hey, Omni.
And
There
Hey,
it is.
how are you?
hello to the Borg.
Hey, Jill, how are you?
Great. Yeah, no, I didn't realize you use a is that which Borg is that? Is that
I just stand around with my arm in the air. You know, sometimes I get shot, sometimes I don't, but I just hang around.
is that well what I want to ask is it cosplay? Or is it
It's not
from an
me.
episode?
No, I just grabbed it from the best of both worlds, Next
Oh,
Generation.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just like him because he stands there and he gets shot. He just puts his arm in the air and Worf shoots him and he goes down. That's it.
Yep. Then he gets a carpet stain.
Yes, carpet stain.
Yes, but his sacrifice is why the Borg adapts.
Right, because he took the phaser hit. You're right. He got the frequencies. That's true. That's true. You're right.
Sacrificial Borg.
That's it. Nice videos, by the way, Jill. Nice to talk to you. I do subscribe to you, and you've put out some really good videos over the
Well, thank you. Well,
last
this
several
is
months.
perfect timing
Yeah.
because next Friday I'm going to review Redemption.
Oh,
Another good two-parter.
great
in
two-parter.
the episode.
I stopped in for a
Yeah.
little bit while you guys were talking about Watership Down. That's a sad movie.
It is, and I was so surprised that I had a couple people on my panel think that the violence wasn't that bad. When, yeah, no, that movie makes me cry.
I know,
But I
it's really
guess-
sad.
I guess these people are a little stronger than I am.
I guess it's probably kind of hard to take it seriously because it's a bunch of rabbits. But
Mm.
if it was people, maybe they
fables.
would be a little bit different. But
No, it was fun to step away from science fiction for a minute because I really do like stories like that. And
Mhm.
they mentioned a couple of other movies that I might want to do. Charlotte's Web and Babe. I love both of those also.
yeah, I like those. I remember Charlotte's Web when I was a kid. Haven't seen that in a long time though.
Hmm.
The original one or the newer one they made?
Original.
Yeah.
No, definitely
that's
the
good.
original. I'm always about that.
Right.
Rock and roll. And thank you for the compliment, Omnicast.
Oh no,
I do my
it's-
best.
very good stuff. No, I like it. You have different guests and very entertaining.
Yeah, I try to have people on that I can talk
More
to. So
entertaining.
it works out.
Yeah.
Ryan slave girls dancing in your background.
Oh yeah, well I do have some of those videos in my repertoire. I
You
should have
can
played
have
one today.
you can have that like animated in your background now, right?
Right, you can play videos in your
Your StreamYard
StreamYard
background.
background. That's true.
Yep.
Honey. Well, today was about the bunnies, so I didn't want to have green ladies dancing around unless somebody sent me a super chat.
There's
Then they
little
might
AI.
be.
Put some bunny ears on them.
Yeah, could do.
Green
I don't know. I
bunny
didn't
ears.
subscribe to AI yet, but I will probably have to eventually.
You have no choice, but yeah.
I use it now and then for brainstorming ideas, but I don't pay for it.
Excuse me.
I like how you did Escape from New York. That's one of my favorite movies, John Carpenter movies. That was a good review that you did on him.
Yeah, and that was my first time watching it. A lot of the time,
You've never seen it before. Wow, I thought you'd seen it
No.
before. Okay.
The only reason it sounds like I've seen it before is because I do a ton of research before I
Okay.
get into it.
Okay. No, it's a really good movie. I mean, for the time.
Yeah, for the time, for the budget, they hardly had any money, and
Yep.
it was incredible.
John Carpenter's music was good, and the way he directed it was really good. Kurt Russell.
Yeah, Kurt Russell, yeah, his early days.
Still not better than Big Trouble in Little China, but
That's a good one too. That's a classic.
yeah, for Kurt Russell. Yeah.
Yep.
The only other
Either
Kurt
that or
Russell
Overboard.
Overboard. Yeah.
Oh, Overboard! I
With
loved that
Goldie.
when I was a kid.
Yeah.
That's cute.
She deserved it. Like that was the one movie. Like it was like at first, like yeah, good shit for her, and then it ended up turning in the end. But they glorified freaking like, what would you do when your woman's like bitching and nagging? Just knock her overboard. What the hell?
Yeah, I've never seen any of those movies.
You never saw Escape from New York? I mean, that's a classic.
Nope.
John Carpenter movie. No. Okay.
Yeah, I just don't. I tend to not have the attention span to sit and watch movies or.
Snake Plissken. Then they followed up by the sequel, Escape from L.A., which wasn't as good at all.
You don't have the attention span to watch a movie, yet you have the attention span to sit there and plant
Seedlings.
plants. Yeah, seedlings. That the definition of patience. You got no patience for a movie, but you can sit there and plant seeds.
Watch them grow.
That's
literally.
fun for me.
Yeah.
I actually am out doing something, not just sitting. That's the difference.
Dude, let me ask you a question. When you're planting them, do you like imagine them growing and like seeing them grow into like some huge shit, like 5-pound potatoes and shit?
No.
Okay, just checking. Just checking.
What are you growing, by the way? I mean, I saw the videos kind of, but what are you?
Way too much.
I mean, flowers or food or
Bunch
what?
of
I mean,
bunch of food.
okay.
So, well, I get corn, peas, beans, watermelon, cantaloupe, cucumber, pumpkins.
That's pretty ambitious. Okay.
Jalapenos?
Radish, carrots, tomato, peppers.
No peppers?
Hot peppers and
Peppers
see
are
what
not too
else.
bad to grow.
A giant spice garden, herb garden or whatever.
Scorpion
Wow.
peppers, man.
Pretty much you name it, I'm trying to grow it.
You name it.
So was it
You
kind
should
of
do,
like I'll just throw everything in there and maybe one of these things will grow?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's kind of why
Hey, it
I
works-
just went huge. Was
Works for Hollywood.
I was essentially
Shit hits the
assuming that
fan
like
thing.
half the stuff was gonna die. So, so I figured if I do a large variety, at least a few things will grow. But everything's actually
was just
working out, and it's actually kind of surprising. So I'm actually really happy about it.
I was laughing when you said that you planted that one group of seeds in those little containers that didn't have any holes for drainage. You're suffocating your shit.
Well, they grew, they sprouted, but then yeah, they just
Barely,
started retaining way too much water,
barely. Your other ones are doing much, much better.
and everything got stunted in those. But now that I took them out, they're actually doing really well. And then the ones I
Good.
even were just kind of I was throwing away in a dirt spot ended up rooting themselves. So I'm just gonna let them keep growing too, even though I have no idea what they are, because I didn't label any of that stuff when I planted it. So I figured I'd be able to keep track of it, but I guess I just kept moving things around and ended up just
The only thing that's important is that you know the difference between the plant that you planted and weeds.
yeah, exactly.
Right?
Well said. Well said.
Hey Mercer, how's it going?
Oh, swell. How's it going?
Oh, not too bad. Just
Cool. What are you guys up to?
absolutely nothing. Just quiet night, letting anyone come on and talk about whatever they feel like talking about.
Cool. Cool. I was just,
Uh,
I just joined in. I just heard you guys talking about John Carpenter, and that's when I joined in. So I don't know if you guys were talking about him for very long.
Well, Jill's with us, and she reviewed Escape from New York recently. I was saying it's one of my favorite films.
Oh, yeah.
Favorite John
I saw
Carpenter
that
film.
as a
Yeah.
kid. I also like They Live quite a bit, but my
They Live
favorite
is classic. Roddy
Yeah.
Piper.
Oh,
yeah.
I kind of
really
like
great.
Memoirs a little bit more. Not that it's better than They Live, but it's more consistent. Like They Live is credible for the first half, maybe a little bit more than half, and then
Do you like more? You said memoirs?
Memoirs of an Invisible Man, which he directed.
Oh, all right.
You ever watch that one?
Oh, not yet, but I'll look into it. I actually wanted to go back and
directed it.
see
He
Dark
directed it, but it's not
Crystal.
really a John Carpenter film. Do you know what I mean by that?
Well, it's Halloween. I mean, that set the tone, right? And then
No, what I
everything
mean by
after it
that-
is close, but
Like, I don't think that he considers Memoirs of Invisible Man to be like his movie. It was more like a studio project that he did, you know. Like he did it as he was a hired gun for it. He wasn't. I don't think he wrote it.
Wasn't his idea?
I don't know if he wrote Memoirs of Invisible Man. So I think he just took it because they needed somebody to direct it. But I liked it a lot. I don't know. I thought it was good.
Is that the Kevin Bacon one?
No, this is actually had Chevy Chase in it, and surprisingly,
Oh,
he was a good choice because he was playing a character. It had some comedic elements to it, but he was playing a character who was very, the kind of guy who's not memorable. The kind of guy who's just an average Joe. Nobody would, and that was kind of the point. He turns invisible by accident, and he doesn't know, how to get back to himself. But they do a lot of funny stuff and interesting stuff with the fact that he's invisible. It was an early '90s movie, and it's actually really. I think it's underrated. I don't think it's like the masterpiece or anything, but I think it's a good movie.
I mean, Halloween's I think probably that's the most recognizable film he's done, right? That everyone's
Yeah.
pretty much seen. And then Escape from New York, I think, is up there. Starman's a good one. They Live. Those are the
They Live
big
is
3 or
great.
4. Yeah.
yes, I covered both of those on my channel, and I
Mhm.
think I like They Live more than Escape from New York, but they're
Yeah.
both really good.
I did a review of They Live on a website I work for. I think They Live is fantastic, and
How do you work for a website? Man, I want to work for a website.
yeah, this is a while.
That's
ago.
pretty cool. Wait, congratulations on that.
Yeah, thanks. But yeah, I think I like Keith David, obviously, from the other guy from that movie. Like he had what's his name, Roddy Piper, but then Keith David was also in that.
Yeah,
and
yeah, his buddy. Yeah.
he's awesome. He was in Cloud Atlas, which I'm a big fan of.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, bye LDG. Looks like you dropped out.
But they
Okay.
live like
Oh, yeah.
inevitably-
Good night, LDG. Man.
Inevitably within with a half an hour left, They Live has to go down. Like it starts out like it's fantastic because it starts out with just a mood. You don't know what's going on for the first 45 minutes. You kind of just feel it. But by the time they explain what's happening, the only thing the plot can do is resolve it, and that's not a bad thing. It's just kind of, it's not as interesting as the first half of the film. You know what I mean? Like we got to stop the signal. We got to get people normal again. We got to realize what's going on.
Yeah, you gotta pass out all these glasses.
Yeah, you gotta pass. No, they have to infiltrate like the base and stop the signal, and by that it just. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but you just got to do the stuff that you do. You got to do the science, you got to do the action movie stuff. But I think the movie was much more interesting for the first hour than the second hour.
I think it's really creepy and really good.
I just
Yeah.
like his sound scores too, the way he writes the music for a lot of these movies too.
Oh yeah, I use a lot of his scores on my when I write. When I have my music playlist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I like his score for Escape from New York. I like his score
Yeah,
for
it's
They
great.
Live.
They Live, Halloween.
Yeah, that is that a unique thing? I'm just barely learning about movies. Do directors often score their own
No,
movies?
No,
That doesn't
not at
seem like
all.
a
no, they
thing.
never do.
Definitely
He's
not.
he's very talented. Yeah.
But his scores are very simple. He uses a keyboard. He does it all himself. He uses very little, orchestration. Whereas
Mhm.
most directors, like for example, a reason, when Lucas was doing Star Wars, Spielberg called him up and said, "Use John Williams," and so he called up John Williams, and John Williams had the whole Philharmonic Orchestra. That's totally different than what Carpenter has. Carpenter just has basically himself.
Synthesizer. Yeah.
You know, uh, it has me thinking that among my stuff that I have as background music, I also have Ron Jones doing some Star Trek scores for episodes, and I think his scores are fantastic.
That box set's amazing.
I don't have the box set, but I have like the YouTube stuff that they put
Oh,
together.
okay.
You know what I mean?
It's
I
it's
particularly love
great.
Who Watches the Watchers. That's probably my favorite score.
I mean, they're so good. He did
Yeah.
some great ones.
I figured you'd appreciate that, Omni, because we're kind of on the same wavelength.
I appreciate good film and TV score. Ron Jones was definitely one of the best ones for Next Generation, and
And also
ironically,
Chataway.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, he was very good. He did a lot in Voyager too, and Next Generation. But the funny thing is with Jones that the producers always said they noticed the music too much, especially Rick Berman, like with him, that they didn't want to watch an episode and notice the music. But his music was so notable or noticeable that they ended up firing him because of it. Because it's like, but I'm like, wait, he wrote some of the best stuff for Next Generation, but they didn't want to hear it. They wanted to have it just in the background.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think in the first, first 2 seasons of TNG, the score was a little intrusive on some of the episodes.
But then he did the Borg episodes. He did some great ones. I mean, he did the Best of Both Worlds. He did the Q Who. The Romulan theme was his. Some stuff in season 4 was really good.
Yeah, the later season was really good because it was more in the background. It wasn't just always in your face. Like a lot of times, like whenever they were walking on the bridge, it was just like loud horns and shit or whatnot. I was like, Jesus, scale it back just a little bit. It just felt really dated when you're listening to it.
No, but I actually nowadays I miss that when people would have full orchestras for their TV shows.
Oh yeah, I
Did you
like
ever
it.
notice-
I like it. It's good, but I mean, I'm just saying that in a lot of the scenes, it was just so loud in like first season of TNG, where it
you
just
ever
kind of
notice
got in the way a little bit.
that the theme for Picard, the first 2 seasons for the TV show Picard, was from the episode The Inner Light, but it's not the theme that everybody knows, which is what he plays with the flute. It's what his son Patai, who is played by Patrick Stewart's real son, was playing off screen, just before he was going to talk to him about what he wanted to do with his life, with the music. That's the theme that they used for the Picard TV show.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool that they use that.
Yeah, and then they did the TMP theme with the actual Ruskin that he used from season 2 and season 3.
Tokyo,
Hey,
Hey,
What's
Tokyo.
what's up, brother?
Hello.
Hey.
hi Jill, how are you?
Wonderful. John DeMarco agrees with you guys about Ron Jones. He wrote some great music for TNG.
Oh.
Try to imagine best of both worlds
Right.
cliffhanger without the music.
It's very hard.
Yeah, I mean, definitely,
Yeah.
John. I mean, the score really, for me, really makes or breaks on any movie or TV show. I mean, because if you didn't have it, it would be terrible. I mean, we've all seen the behind the scenes where we see them shooting a scene where there's no score behind it. It sounds horrible.
Dead reaction, no music, no tone.
Right, it really adds to the emotion.
Yeah, I mean, I think the score is one of the most important things in a TV show or movie.
So it kind of turns me off about B5 a little bit. It's just some dude with a synthesizer smashing keys.
Well, it's all right. It may sound like that, but it's interesting. He has an orchestra behind him too, and the orchestra was in Berlin, and I think he was in L.A. Or no, he was in Berlin. Either way, they did it internationally through a very primitive video conferencing at the time. And but some of the scenes, you're right, it is just him with his keyboard. But then other ones, bigger stuff, they bring the orchestra in for the big stuff. The Berlin Philharmonic Orchestra.
I mean, it's a good way to save money when you have a big production like that. You're spending most of it on CG anyway. Just have like a 5-year-old bang on a keyboard, and there's your BGM.
It's just his style because he came from Tangerine Dream, and that was a very synth band. They did movie scores for like the movie Thief, Risky Business. They're known for their heavy synth sound, German synthesizer stuff. You know, I just love it. I miss it. Like, in fact, season 1 of B5, I love how it's so heavily in the synth. I just love it. I'm like, I miss that. It gets me, wanting to go back to those times and watch it again.
Late 80s, early
B5
90s.
is great.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
When I was watching
It
the
wasn't
last
from-
season, when I was watching the last season of the Orville, I noticed both Raiders of the Lost Ark and Independence Day influence. Raiders of the Lost Ark, when they were landing near the high school, you remember that episode before they noticed the high school when they were landing in the woods, when they're just walking there. It's a homage to the beginning of Raiders when they're looking for the temple, right? And then when they approach the Kalon planet to try to try to show off the weapon during Domino, and they get to their planet, it's like Independence Day. Dun, dun, that whole thing after the aliens like come to Earth. It's a very similar homage to those scores.
Well, that's what's wonderful about the Orville is that they really bring Star Trek back in that way where they do have in many ways, but including having a full orchestra, having good music.
Yep.
It feels like a great just 90s track just being alive again. I can't wait to get the book that's coming out.
Oh yeah, have you pre-ordered it?
I'm going to pre-order it. I want to get the $100 version of it, so with the extra stuff. I
Yeah,
cannot
me
wait.
too. I think I have to also get
Because,
the
you know,
fancy one.
It's just I just love the show, and I'm just eager. I don't know what's going to be in the book. I just want to be surprised when I get it. I'm just going to be like, "Yep, Orville, cool. I'll be away for a few days reading this thing."
Speaking of Orville music, and Jay Chataway, didn't he score most of season 3?
I don't know who scored. I haven't been really looking at the credits, but like I said, I did notice there's homages to other stuff.
He did.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I know that a lot of Star Trek people work on the Orville, but I didn't know
yeah.
that about him.
And McFarlane used Ron Jones on The Family Guy too, and American Dad.
I know Brandon Braga wrote a lot of seasons 2 and some of season 3. Speaking of,
Oh yeah,
music track.
yes, and also Andre Bermanis and David A. Goodwin are also heavily involved.
That's why a lot of season 2 sounded like Voyager. But
Yeah.
as far as music goes, I felt like I was watching Star Trek again for real.
You
Oh,
know,
it is. It is.
with all
It's
this, with all
modern
the
Trek.
awesome,
It's real modern Trek.
Not Discovery, not the Lagrange point.
Yeah.
That's not modern Trek.
No.
one of the things
Season
I
Oh,
love,
three
Smash
was,
it.
shoot.
was a lot more
All right.
like Discovery.
Oh, okay. Got it.
one of the things I love,
we go.
even with all the intense special effects in the Orville that they have from time to time, there's a shot that I love that they do, and they did it in the final episode of season 2, and they also did it in the high school episode I was talking about where they go to high school. Is when you see a shuttle descending from high in the same shot, you see it landing, and then you see people getting out. Like, I know that sounds simple, but that is, that's all one shot. You're seeing a shuttle starting from high on the screen, you see it landing, and then people are getting out in the same
The full
shot.
cycle.
Little
It's
things
not
like that make me
because you
believe.
could just cut it off and it
Yeah.
would be cheaper.
Yeah, but they don't cut it up, and they, if it was, like in the '90s, they probably would have had to cut it up and it would have been fine. But
Yeah, that's where they transition to people's faces that are looking up at the ship, and then the next scene you see is the actual physical model being lowered, like
Yeah.
10 inches
I
to the
noticed-
ground.
There's a shot in Andor where the corpo guys leave the shuttle, but you see when the shuttle first lands, it's almost flawless. And I love the fact that I noticed this is that when the door opens, it's just really dark in there. There's actually nobody in there until they do a quick cutaway where people are leaving. You know what I mean? For like a quick moment, there's like nobody in there, and then there's actually people in there when the cops arrive on Ferrix in episode 3 or 2 or something. But I love noticing stuff like that. But yeah, they're getting better at doing those kind of shots, or at least hiding the seams. I love stuff like that. I love the special effects that I notice that you're not supposed to notice.
Mhm. That is good stuff. Yeah.
So I just got done watching Star Trek Discovery, and then I heard you talking about Jeopardy, so that's why I joined all y'all tonight.
I don't watch Discovery.
Oh, you're missing it's really a smash hit. It's a great series. They're on this penultimate episode called Lagrange Point. Really, really good stuff.
I like the
Amazing.
That's a smash hit, all right. Smash right into the planet.
They smash into a ship this episode. Yeah,
They do.
It's
So
really
it's
good.
definitely a smash hit. It's not a subtle way.
Did they ever
That's what she
reveal
wants to
their
do.
big thing yet for this season?
Was that the big thing? I don't know.
Not yet.
The only Discovery I'll
Yeah, I think
recognize
they did.
is Discovery.
They're pushing it to the last
2001
episode.
and 2010. That's the only Discovery I recognize. The one from 2001 and 2010 that has the HAL 9000 computer on it.
No, I'll kind of do you one better. I'll do the Star Trek Horizon fan film Discovery as the Discovery I recognize.
It's almost over, guys. We can be thankful. We really can.
Next
One
week.
more week.
I really-
Just one more
oh
week
my
of this.
God.
That's
I
it.
couldn't make it past the second episode. As soon as the starship crashed into the planet and it was okay, I was like, okay.
Just want to
That's why it's a smash hit.
display right out the window when he saw that, Jill. It's like, what is this crap?
I didn't hate this week though as much as you seem to have stronger thoughts on this week, Tokyo, than I did. I didn't
like it at all.
It didn't
I mean,
bother me as much
yeah.
as it just was, ugh. But it wasn't-
Frakes is a hack.
It's rough.
Is he any worse than what? I mean,
I mean, he's gotten worse. I mean, I don't
Really?
think he got over. Yeah, I don't think he got over Star Trek Insurrection. The episode that he directed in Discovery, episode 1, like every episode that he has, he does something to make you want to physically twist just to keep your head straight, and your body hurts just by watching this thing. Like first episode he directed of Discovery, I thought was really cool that we followed the transporter from Discovery to the Mirashenjo, but that actually hurts your eyes really bad. And then I forgot what he did in season 2. I'm glad I did. Season 3, and then so on and so forth up until now. He opens with this twist and rotation of the camera, and it's
right.
just-
That's his style. That's his,
oh man,
that's
it
a little
hurts.
flair that he puts on it.
Physically. It physically hurts, and like he does these cool tricks and everything, and it's like that's all this is. And Professor disagrees with me on this one, but there's this one scene in the episode where Michael and Book are beating up these Breen, and
In the
Jeff
hallway.
makes a claim that maybe he's just the extras just getting up, struggling to get up, and then succumbs to his injuries. Where and that's fine. I mean, I'm not, saying anything negative about, that opinion or attacking Jeff or anything. But what I saw was a faulty direction where the guy that got knocked down forgot that he's supposed to stay down, got up and was probably yelled at off camera, then collapsed.
Are you going to take that, Jeff? I think you should come up and defend your position.
Ah,
I'll have to rewatch that scene. I didn't catch it on the first
yeah,
watch.
he starts to get up and gets almost to his feet, then looks around, then falls back to the deck.
Because they cut angles. They changed angles. Like they went from one end of the corridor to the other, I think.
Yeah, and
I
it
don't
was
know.
the wide, it was the pullback wide shot where you see the extra.
Yeah.
I
He
did,
just got
I
put
did
down,
read
try to
your
get back
note
up,
on
and
that,
forget he's
but
supposed to stay down.
I did read your note on that, but I did not get that from that episode. That it was that scene that you meant. So no.
Well, they're in the hallway outside the shuttle bay or something, or outside
Yeah.
the room, right? And then
Yeah, they just decided because Mikey Spock's. Oh no! Her line succeeded. It was Book that failed. His Book went up to the scanner, and it couldn't read
went
his
red.
scanner.
Yeah.
It went red, and then they had to beat everybody up.
It-
Mikey was right, of course.
Yes.
Book was
She's
the one
always,
that failed.
she's always right. She's always right.
Always right.
What'd you think about the helmet view? Like kind of like Iron Man. I didn't.
Stupid.
I thought that was okay. I didn't mind it
Derivative.
actually.
Stupid.
It was derivative. I know
It was
derivative,
derivative.
right? Because Iron Man did it. So yeah, that's it.
Iron Man did it. Power Rangers did it.
Yeah.
Iron Man's not the first one to do it. Yeah.
No, it's not. But Iron Man is the one that made it known a little bit better. But no, it wasn't the first.
Yeah.
There was a couple of other ones that was really stupid.
And they had some
Fallout
good.
even did it.
They had some good stuff on the bridge though this week. They had some good activity with Rayner and yeah. I don't know. Yeah. It didn't rub me as bad as it rubbed you. Let's just put it that way. It didn't bother me that much. I didn't like it. But
Outnumbered. It was Riker on the bridge of the Zheng He all over again. I mean, for a franchise that's now all about inclusivity and diversity, it
Yeah.
sure seemed very much single-handed, single-sided. Where of course we have a man in command, but everybody else is his supervisor.
even Tilly is
Even
coaching up.
Tilly.
She's coaching
Even
up, right?
Tilly.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like the Picard maneuver. Did you see that? Did you catch that when he went into the seat in the chair?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was deliberate because I watched the I don't know why I did, but the Will Wheaton show with Jonathan Frakes, and he said I coached him. He says because Rayner didn't know what to do, and Frakes like, well, you could do the Picard maneuver. That's a classic one. He goes, okay. So he did the little shirt tug, and that's it, right down into the chair. That was nice.
I'm in command, biatch.
And then he bangs the armrest. I'm like, okay, boom, boom. I like it. Yeah. Right.
I did like what he said to Tilly. He said something like the same thing that Kern said to Riker in the Turbo Rush, the Matter of Honor. Or,
I would have killed you for your
I'll
opinion.
kill you. I will eat you where you stand.
he said that to Tilly. He's like, you know how I like you? Because I won't kill you.
Right. Unless you give me some more unsolicited, mushy crap. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
He's a dead man. He's a dead man, Apgar. A dead man. Okay? This Rayner is so dead. He's deader than dead.
That
Next
sucks, too, 'cause
episode.
that will-
Guaranteed. I like him too much. They're not going to keep him alive. They're just not.
No, they're
He's
not.
done.
Not at all.
He's
And,
done.
yeah, like 3 minutes, and then I've got to jump out of here because I've got 6 students coming in to have their minds corrupted. Yay.
Oi.
I can't let my colleague do this class on his own. I've got 2 one-on-one students who I've got to put in front of a iPad and say, here, do this.
What are you teaching them?
Programming.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
Childhood programming, yeah.
Is that what they
I've
call
been loving
Discovery
AI
now?
programming.
Yes.
Oh man.
Yes, Patrick, that is the euphemism we're using today.
Can you teach them like basic, early stuff, the early things?
I
or
wish. No,
COBOL
we're
or no? Okay. All right.
teaching Python and Scratch
Oh, okay.
and Minecraft.
Python's a good stepping stool.
It is.
The professor
says-
disagrees with you. He doesn't think they're
Yeah.
gonna kill Rayner.
I just do because
Yeah,
I
I
like
know
him
you
too
don't.
much. I like this. He's the only character I like. They have to kill him, just like they did Shaw. I mean, I hope they don't.
Or
But
Ringer?
yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
But he's
Yeah,
a
I
dead
see
man.
that.
He's done.
He's a dead man.
He's a
Could
dead
be
man.
Commander.
He's,
Well, maybe
Especially
Mikey
after
will
the
die, and he
shots
will
from
be in
this
Commander
last episode.
Discovery.
he'll die saving the ship. He'll die a hero, but he's gonna die.
Yeah.
He's done.
They're going to give him the Shaw treatment.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna do to him what they did to Ensign Kim without the
I'm going to look up Mickey's
without
pocketbook.
the coming back to life shit.
hmm
I mean, Harry Kim was killed how many times, and he came back to life, like
I think it was 2 or 3.
something like that.
He got blown out of the ship one time, but then that was an alternate
blown-
that lived,
deadlock.
right? And then yeah,
So technically,
Yeah.
he's dead.
Mhm.
And then,
But
he went to the future, in which he was supposed to live out a
He
regular
blew
life.
up the runabout, right?
He died trying to get back into our dimension from that
No,
one place.
that's non sequiter. Yeah,
Emanations. What about Emanations?
Emanations. That
That one,
was Emanations. Non sequitur. He
Emanations.
died in a
right? The
warp core breach.
shuttle-
that suddenly reset the track.
Yeah, shuttle blew up.
Timeline.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
why
he
did the
keeps
Borg
getting
Queen
out of
say,
it.
"I'll be
I mean,
seeing
he
you soon,
even
Harry"?
survived. He even survived. What would you call that? Exo herpes.
Oh, species
Oh,
8472 touched him, and he started.
No. Well, that too. That too.
Mhm.
Of the disease.
But I was talking about the STD he got
The disease.
Oh, from the girl from the ship,
from the chick.
generational ship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
30 seconds before I drag you to sick bay.
Meanwhile, I'll go bang a couple of alien hot dictators myself, and you can say nothing about it
Tuvok, take you to sick bay.
because I'm Janeway. Who makes you die?
Kim, go to sick bay. You're next.
You know, that's got to be pretty crazy. An STD that makes you glow the further you get away from the person who gave it to you.
Yeah, what if she stuck around? What if she didn't have to go away for no good reason?
Well, she was
What
a
if-
famous actor. That lady would way too much money, I'm sure. But no, that would have been nice.
Yeah, but maybe they could hire somebody else just so Harry Kim could have
Could
a
keep
life.
glowing. Yeah,
Keep
Yeah,
glowing.
yeah, man.
keep the glow. They tried that in Aquiel too. Remember that with LaForge and then his
Yeah.
love interest. And they put their fingers in the bowl or whatever, and with the stones, and they started glowing. And
Yeah. Oh yeah, the telepathic pregnant
Yeah.
beads. Yeah.
Yeah,
or
what
they
is
touched
it
two
with-
rocks together or something. I'm thinking that's what it was.
What is it with Star Trek and sex rocks?
Sex rocks. And then Trip
Yes.
had that. Trip got pregnant that way,
yeah.
right? Yeah,
Yeah, unexpected.
he got
That's what
pregnant through the
happens when you
sex
stick
rocks.
Your hands in sex rocks, you get pregnant.
Now, are those the same rocks
I-
that blow up on the bridge, or those are different rocks?
Different rocks.
Okay, got it. All right. I don't want to confuse our rocks.
Sex rocks, sex candles. I mean, what's next?
There were two things I wish Voyager did that I think would have like added to the value of the show. One was the Year of Hell should have taken place in Borg space and not against the Krenim.
Mhm.
Second,
And also,
it should have been
you
a
know,
whole. It should have
had
been a whole
lasting-
season.
Be right back. Be right back.
It also should have had some kind of lasting effect and not just been, oh, it never happened.
Reset it back to
Reset.
zero. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Year of
And
Hell was supposed to
two-
be a whole year, though. Yeah.
Yeah, well, a whole season. A whole season.
supposed to
Year
be
of
a whole
Hell should have
season.
been them
It was
in
sup-
Borg space.
It was projected to do that, but the producers they weren't that bold yet to do a serialized story
Yeah,
like they
tell me
did in
about it.
Enterprise.
God.
Yeah.
The second would be not to kill off Suter and have a season with Suter. You know, he saved the ship. You know,
Well, he was too expensive.
guy
They
killed-
couldn't keep him on forever.
I know.
Brad
He was
Dourif?
way too expensive,
Yeah.
but he was really good.
I thought he was
He was
great.
really good.
And he didn't deserve to be killed. I could see a redemption arc for him coming,
Yeah,
and then he just
totally.
dies.
a controversial one too. Because like
Yeah.
somebody kills somebody, but then saves a whole bunch of bus of people. Like, what do? The guy just saved all your lives, like a true moral way. Like you can't get more moral than that. You know, like you got to give him his freedom. Like, what do? Like,
Yeah. It's kind of how they ended him, except he just died. But I mean, he did save the ship. He was a hero, in the end, and he did feel remorse, but yeah.
Well, I'm sure if he didn't die, Jamie would have just had him executed anyway.
Oh my god. Well,
But you can't leave the man in his quarter for 70 years, so they had to do something.
I just want to do something for the ship. Something for the ship.
Something for the ship.
Maybe they could have done like what he did to Kirk in the reboot, where he just said, "Put him on an escape pod and just eject him off the ship."
Yeah.
Well, no, not only that, but the guy got a hard on at a mind meld.
Yeah.
He's like, "Give me more. I want some more. Give it to me." T-Box like, "No, I can't fuck with you, man. I can't fuck with you. No more. No, I'm good. You almost got me wanting to kill people for
He
God's
did.
sake."
He did. He
I'm
got a
good.
murdery. Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm gonna get going.
All right,
Take
Tokyo.
care, Tokyo.
Thanks for
Good
having
seeing
me.
you, man.
Have a good night.
We
Later,
subscribe
guys.
to your new
Very good.
channel. We're all there.
Please do.
Trash the old channel. Go to the new channel. Screw the algorithm. We got you, man. That's it.
Tokyo Dump. Right now, it's a big pink T.
Yeah,
Until I do otherwise.
I posted it earlier. We all went over the link you posted was just the YouTube homepage for some reason.
Oh, that's stupid.
yeah,
Spock would do that.
Serves me right. I'll check you guys later. See you.
Thanks,
yeah.
Tokyo.
Enjoy your class.
See you later, Tokyo.
Thanks,
Later.
guys. See you, Jill.
Bye.
It's so strange that Spock would do that. Just shove the guy in an escape pod and said, "You just get off my ship." That was just such a strange idea.
They could definitely do it nowadays in New Trek.
I have a radical idea, Captain.
You know what
Kill
I'm
him.
surprised I don't see enough of? Why don't we see the crazy Janeway, fucking crazy Janeway? What was the episode against the other starship vessel?
Equinox.
Equinox. Where's Janeway like against the Equinox level of shit in Star Trek Discovery? How come we don't see that level of shit? Somebody going like batshit crazy in revenge.
Yeah.
You know, it worked. It worked in Deep Space Nine with Cisco and fucking what's his name,
Eddington.
Eddington.
Edgar.
Right. It
Edgar
worked with
Bennett.
him. He went batshit crazy. He's bombing planets with trilithium resin for
Well,
God's sake.
yeah.
You know, it worked with Janeway.
You're mentioning two times in which the captains of a starship did morally questionable things to solve their problems.
I mean, other than the
Yeah, but
Enterprise
why
in
don't we
season
have
2,
that
has
in this-
Discovery
in-
even
in-
really
in
interacted
this?
with any other
New
ship?
Trek.
Well, Michael was a mutineer. They started the series that way.
Well, yeah,
right?
well, that's
I mean,
true. But I mean,
So are you
Yeah,
just
but that was
saying
the-
if they're going to make them an asshole, why not make it good?
I mean, Lorca was an
We
asshole.
haven't seen Janeway levels of asshole. Even Lorca wasn't that bad. Like Janeway is like the bar. I think out of all Star Trek,
She-
Janeway sets the bar.
You're saying because she went berserk against Captain Ransom? Is that what you mean? Like she?
Yeah, like she changed like complete colors.
I
Like
think
be damned this, be damned that. I'm
Well,
gonna get my man
she
kind
went,
of shit.
She went down to his level, and she did torture. So you're not wrong.
she.
Yeah, even Enterprise did the same
That's
thing with the
inevitable.
one guy in the vacuum sucking.
In the
field.
airlock, right? Yeah.
You're too human. You're not gonna fucking do anything. He
Yeah.
shoves him in an airlock and sucks out the oxygen. Like it works. It works. Why are we not seeing it in New Trek? I haven't seen it. I can't think of an episode that goes that far.
They're too busy fighting these major scale aliens and stuff like this 10C and the DMA and the Burn and it's just this grandiose stuff. It's not smaller stories like a
Well,
bad
that's the
Starfleet
problem.
captain. Yeah.
Like,
Is
you're
that
so
they're trying to
emotional.
be like a movie,
Yes.
and Star Trek was never good as a movie. It's always good as a TV show, and so going smaller is where the magic is, and they don't realize that, I guess.
I mean, the movies that worked had good villains that were not too out of the realm, not too over the top. I mean, you had Khan, that was a really good one. You had the Borg, that was really good too.
Everyone tries to copy Khan, and that's also a fallacy.
Right. See,
You're
V'ger
never gonna
wasn't-
catch that.
V'ger wasn't enough of a. It wasn't a person. It was just this nebulous cloud machine thing. So that was tough. That was tough to make it work. 3 was not. There was what Captain whatever Krug or whatever. Yeah, I guess so. And then
Oh, then
4
you
there
had what
was.
does God want with the Starship bullshit? Oh my God, that was dumb.
I liked 5. I did like 5. And then
Oh.
Jeff's gonna say in the comments it was all a dream, right? I
It
don't
was
think
all a dream.
Oh
It
my
was all a
goodness.
dream. It was all a dream because they traveled to the freaking middle of the galaxy. That would have taken the Enterprise
I traveled
35
millions.
years to
I
do.
traveled millions of miles, so thousands of miles, thousands of miles.
That's 4.
That's
I know,
four.
I just love that. I just think that movie is so good. I don't care what anyone says. That movie is just so damn good.
And John is saying Star Trek 2 is considered the best Trek movie when you think the stakes are relatively small, and that's true. It's one really intelligent bad guy steals the starship, the Genesis device. I mean, it wasn't galactic ramifications, right? It was some trouble. It was some trouble near the Regula system, SETI Alpha, whatever. They had some issues, but it wasn't huge. Like the whale probe attacking Earth, that was threatening the whole planet, right? I mean,
But it worked on a human story. It worked because it shouldn't work. It worked because the premise was so out
Beecher
there.
too.
Oh, let's take a Klingon ship, turn it invisible, go back in time, bring humpback whales, and then bring them forward. And like it shouldn't work, and yet it's the most, like Ebert called it, the most human Star Trek story. It just worked on its own level.
well, they got to relax a bit, They got
Yeah.
to just stretch their legs a little bit from an acting perspective, and they were in a modern day, and it was fun. It was just a fun movie.
remember a friend of mine who was not a Star Trek fan. He liked a couple of things, but he was not a fan. I was in Florida at the time, and he happened to be at home. I was visiting my brother, and he happened to be watching Star Trek 4. And he was just like texting me. He's like amazed at how much the movie was working for him. It's like, oh my gosh, they're in San Francisco. Like he's texting me. He's like, this movie is so fun. Like I've never seen him do that. Like be so enthusiastic about a movie that I would recommend. It just works on every level.
Oh
with
yeah,
the casual fan.
I agree. It's my
Yeah, I'm
favorite
like,
movie.
First
It's not
Contact.
even just my favorite Star Trek movie. It is my favorite movie, period. And I can
4?
always play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4. I
Yeah,
can always
that's
play
great.
it in front of my family and they don't complain. I can put on any other Star Trek movie and they complain.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. This is
I almost
more
like it
relatable.
better as a time travel movie. I almost like it better than Back to the Future. Almost. Maybe I do. And I love Back to the Future, but Star Trek 4 is just. It just rolls so well. It just. Yeah.
Star Trek 4 did a better job at time travel in the 20th century than Voyager and Futures End did. Oh my God.
It was a little cheesy.
That's-
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well,
that
you
was
don't like
horrible.
Sarah
Painful.
Silverman.
I like her.
I mean-
I thought she was good.
I liked her in Ernest Saves Christmas. Yeah, sure. Yeah, it was great.
I like
was
Ed Begley
watching,
Jr. too. I'm a big fan of his.
I've been trying to make it through Strange New World season 2. I'm still like only 3 or 4 episodes in, but I saw this episode where they go back and Khan is like a kid. I'm like, what is this?
I'm like,
He's like a
I'm
kid
so
or
sorry.
something. I'm like, really? They're back in time and they're gonna kill him?
I thought it was bad enough that they had a relative ancestor on the ship because
La'an.
it's just bonkers if
I
that
couldn't
they
figure
have
that out
her.
either. Like, what don't they recognize the name?
Right? Like that makes Kirk look like a dumbass. Like you don't like later on, retroactively.
Double dumbass.
John put in the comments, Chrono Works stock is about to crash.
Exactly. The cheap man's the cheap man's Bill Gates, evil Bill Gates. That's hilarious. Oh my God. And he was so freaking corny.
Yeah, I mean,
He was so corny.
he probably wasn't the best.
He wasn't-
He's a good actor. They probably didn't. He probably wasn't the right choice for that role, but
He wasn't the
Yeah.
right choice for that shit at all.
because he's actually a pretty decent actor. But I don't know, whatever. Yeah, they kind of blew that one, I guess. But at the time, it was cool.
Hey.
I just like that scene where you see Voyager flying over L.A. like on TV. That was pretty cool. I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Oh
On the
yeah,
news,
you like
right?
where Neelix and Kes spend the entire 2-parter just
Yeah,
Watch
watching
the
it fall in
news.
love with
daytime
TV.
soap.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Yep. Yep. We're gonna
That's
find out
good.
if John is gonna marry Peter. Like fucking shit. Oh my God.
I'm so
Yeah, well-
sorry I gotta go, but I will see you guys later. Thank you,
Jill, it's
Cinnabon,
nice
for
to catch up with
hosting
you.
this
Thank you
whole
so much.
Have a good night, Joe.
live
Thanks for
stream.
stopping by.
Good
Hi,
night.
darling. Take it
You're
easy.
welcome.
We'll see
Wow.
you
And then they had
out
a
there.
actor.
They had to replace Captain Braxton.
I'll see you around the galaxy.
All right, have a good night, Joe. You should try to join us on
I don't even have your
Jeopardy
phone
one of these
number. Oh,
nights.
she left.
Too
Okay.
late.
I got a number. I can give it to you.
No, I mean,
but yeah, they
Trick four.
replaced Braxton. That was horrible, dude. I mean, it's
Captain
funny how they
Braxton?
chose MacGyver's best friend to be Captain Braxton in the end.
well,
Like,
you're
at least
talking
they found somebody good.
McGill, Bruce McGill. You're talking about?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, he's great. I liked him as an actor. The first Captain Braxton, I don't know who he was. Just a normal kind of character actor. I don't remember him.
Yeah, I mean, he did not a bad job because he was all like in the future as like a homeless guy and
Yeah.
stuff. and-
Alias to B, Billy
like-
to C, Silly's to
yeah, exactly. Like he did a
Where are
good
my
job.
pencils?
And then we got the Braxton in the future with the 7 episode, and I'm like, okay, you picked a good actor, so I'm not going to talk
Yeah.
shit. But why
Animal
did
House.
you change the character? Like, what the hell?
I guess
Jamie.
he wasn't available. I mean, but McGill's a better. I mean, if you can get McGill, it's probably a better way to go.
If McGill was in the first episode, if McGill was in Future's End, I
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
be
guess I see what you're
complaining.
saying. For continuity's sake, I see what
Yeah.
you're saying there. But I never understood that because, all right, so he spent 30 years as a homeless guy, but then somehow at the end of Future's End, he was okay. But then he's not okay because in relativity, he's like, I spent 30 years in. So which one is it? Is he messed up or is he not messed up? Like, I don't know.
A, B,
Right.
A.
Remember, because at the end of Future's End, he appears like he's. Oh yeah, that timeline never happened. Come on, Voyager, I gotta take you back to Delta Quadrant. That never happened. Okay, so that never happened.
Temporal psychosis. It takes time for that to kick in,
Oh, I got you. Okay,
and then
'Cause
when
he
it kicks
said-
in, you got like merged. I think that's what temporal psychosis is about.
yeah, too many time travel jumps, and he said that it took me
Ah.
time to rehab. He had to rehabilitate from spending 30 years with primitive Earthlings. So that means he did experience that. So I don't know. That always was weird too. But Relativity was a good episode, so I'm not going to knock it. That was actually a really good one. With 7 trying to solve the problem, going through the multiple timelines, that was actually really good.
The Janeway factor.
I like the Janeway factor. There's a cabal of our friends here on these platforms that are against Janeway. Janeway should justice for Tuvix, and Janeway should be charged for murder. And I she's cool, man. She's all right. She nothing.
Well,
I like
Tuvix
She
Jane.
got her
She's
crew
the only
home.
captain
Dead. I
that's-
mean,
has the
if they
balls
just
to do
figure
what she
out-
needs to do.
Yeah, I mean, they just figure out how to like redo it, but you can still bring Tuvix back. I mean, for God's sakes, you brought Tuvix, you brought Neelix and Tuvok back. So why can't you bring Tuvix back?
Just sample their DNA and then make the combined character, right?
Do something. Yeah, you should
they
be able to do something. I mean,
a combined clone.
Seriously.
Yeah.
First duplicate it, transport a duplicate, and then rip one apart.
Yeah, you could do
you
that.
use the same technology that made 2 Rikers.
Right.
So you
The-
can
the-
have
the
you can have-
transporter
you can have
duplicate.
Tuvix. Yeah, and you can have Tuvix back, and still have Neelix and Tuvok. I mean, come on, guys, this is not that far off.
I just don't think the writers thought that this episode would be so controversial,
Writers
especially
are
30 years later. It was just an episode. It was interesting, but people take it too far. I think they're calling her a murderer just because of this one,
She is a
decision. Well, she had to make a tough decision. Do I get my tactical officer and my cook back, or do I keep the science experiment? That's a
Someone's
little
about
bit
to
of-
hurt my family, and I got to make a decision. I got to either kill you or, let you live. And I mean, it's
Well, I mean, why is it such a bad thing that she had killed Tuvix, but nobody has a problem where Archer literally grew a clone Trip just to cut out his brain?
well, that was just as messed up.
No, but see, they got around that one because he was going to die anyway. They only lived for 2 weeks or something. So that was the way they got around that. And then they said at the end, oh, maybe we can extend his life, but they
Yeah.
weren't sure. So that was the cheat around that issue again.
Until Archer admitted that it didn't matter.
And that was an
Archer
interesting
literally said
situation
that,
because
even if it means killing me, even if it means killing you, like he admitted it.
he says, I need
Like-
Trip. I need Trip. He said it like he
He is
repeated
Trip.
himself. Right.
He
No,
is
but
Trip.
he needed the real Trip to get them through
That
Zindy
is the real
space.
Trip. I'll argue this. He's the real Trip. He had all
I
his
know, it makes
memories.
no
He knew
sense
everything.
because he is
It
a
was Trip.
essentially.
Sorry. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
He's a clone. I mean, if anything, he's a clone, a good clone. But I mean, it's a clone. It's not Trip. It's a clone of Trip. Next best thing, I guess.
Depending on how you see it, but
And all right, getting back to Tuvix for a second. I mean, Janeway was stranded in the Delta Quadrant. Now, if they were in the Alpha Quadrant, she may have made a different decision. I'll give her that because she needed Tuvok's wisdom and experience. That it elevated the chances of that crew getting home. In her judgment, with Tuvok there, they have a good chance of getting home. This dude, maybe. I don't know. You know, and John's saying a lot in the comments here. Justice for Tuvix. She's a murderer because of much more than Tuvix. He's saying the situation in Similitude was similar, morally questionable, but by the end, Sim agreed to the procedure, unlike Tuvix. Yeah, poor old Tuvix.
I don't think they
I just didn't like that character at all. The actor just didn't. So I don't.
he was doing both jobs just as good. Like he had the memory of both of them. Like
He did. He was cooking and he was tactical officer, right? He was doing both of it. Yeah.
She should have just split Tuvok out and just left Neelix as a half Galaxian, half flower thing. Just sitting in a pot somewhere.
that's funny.
I just think people are putting too much weight into this one episode. I don't think it was meant for that. It wasn't
Of
meant
course they're
to
going
change
to.
the whole. There are
That's
episodes
part
that change the characters forever. I don't think this was meant to be one of those. That's all I'm trying to say.
No,
I mean,
of course
did,
it wasn't
but-
meant to be it.
Yeah.
I mean that actor would have literally jumped into the season like in the out of nowhere, and
yeah.
of course he wasn't gonna. We all knew Tuvix was gonna die. Like we all knew it.
Oh, it's episodic
we
television.
knew-
Yeah, you're not losing.
Yeah.
You're not losing Tuvok.
We're not gonna lose
Neelix.
two of the main
Right.
characters. Like
No.
you know that.
No.
It's not like Sesko when you thought maybe Sesko was gonna possibly survive.
True.
Even then, they still brought Seska back for one more episode.
They had a couple of holograph. Well, actually, a time travel one was what is it? Shattered.
Yep.
Yeah,
Shattered.
Shattered and the hologram.
And then the hologram one where she tries to kill Tom Paris.
To the
and
Tuvok thing. Yeah.
I like Seska. She was cool. She was good. I don't know why she tried to go with the Kazons, these primitive people. Like that was her ticket to home. I never understood
was
that part
dumb.
of it. But, right.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Yeah.
Maybe if she aligned herself with like the Borg or maybe a more technologically advanced culture that could get him home. All right.
Indeed.
But,
Like
The phage-
Jessica, hated the Kazon.
yeah,
I would have
Kazon
picked
was-
the phage people over
Ooh.
them.
Yeah, they had more technology at the time.
Yep.
Seemingly, medical
Or
technology.
shit, even
ships were
the
stronger.
even the trash guys.
The Malon.
Melon.
Time to take out the garbage. Come on, John. We're waiting for you.
Time to take
Now-
out the Jessica.
Janeway did murder that Malon crew. We can at least all admit that, right? I mean,
What?
in
I don't think-
the
I mean,
void.
she was justified. They were firing on the Voyager.
Yes, but she didn't have to destroy the ship. She could have tried to disable it. She said, target the cargo hold. Time to take out the garbage. Nope, I'm blowing up this ship. I'm destroying this ship. Like, and all it was doing was, I mean, yes, it was hurting those indigenous people. I get it, but that was an environmental problem. It wasn't a galactic, genocide issue here. So she made a decision. You know what? You pollute, you die. That's it.
Well, no, I think her decision was that they were attacking Voyager and trying to destroy Voyager.
Well, she was trying to get to that wormhole.
Yeah.
And he was preventing him from getting to that little wormhole to escape the void or whatever it was. But
And I
She
think
was just trying
I'm
to
pretty
take out
sure
the
that the
garbage.
Malon
She's
guy
trying to take out
wouldn't
the
have had an issue with destroying Voyager to make sure that A, they didn't escape, and B, that they wouldn't be able to get word out that they're hurting those people that live in that void.
I just don't think Captain Picard would say time to take out the garbage. I'm just saying. I think he'd find a way to either reason it out, talk it out, do some more Federation stuff than just, you know what, these guys are trash, I'm blowing them up.
Well, I'm remembering a certain holodeck scene from First Contact.
Yeah.
Well, I
Well,
mean,
that was-
in fairness, she did try to help out the Malon by trying to give them the technology to,
True.
take care of their toxic waste.
no,
and
she
he
did,
was just
she did.
like, yeah, nope.
Nope. What did B'Elanna say? We went through this whole song and dance for nothing.
Yeah, so I'd get fed up with this bullshit too and just destroy that ship too.
Chakotay's like, get him out of here. Get this clown out of here.
Get this garbage off my ship.
Get this piece of garbage.
Your suit is leaking.
You appear to be leaking. That was good. Actually, that wasn't a bad episode, actually, in general. And Janeway wasn't on the bridge until the very, very end, which was unusual. Usually she's on the bridge all the time, every time.
Thank God that first lady got fired, or she quit.
Oh, Jean
Oh, my Lord.
Oh my
Jean
god.
Vive
Oh, my
Bujold.
God.
Yeah, no, that was.
She was horrible.
This is not crunch time, Mr. Kim. Whoa, take it easy. Take it easy. John
Dude,
says,
that
"R.I.P.
would have
Controller."
killed Voyager.
Yeah, oh yeah. They say she quit, but do you think they fired her and they're just telling everybody she quit? Like,
Maybe.
yeah, because I think
I heard that she I heard that they were talking about it, they said that she quit crying, and that they were actually
don't buy it.
after they watched the dailies, they're like, yeah, probably a good thing that she did quit.
I think they just told her, look, we're going to fire you, but we're going to tell everybody that you quit. Just to save her, her face a bit.
That they fired her. If you watch the special features, when
Yep.
Rick talks about the performance, he just says it wasn't working out, obviously, so they fired her. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
But to preserve her,
They didn't say it in an insulting way, but he just literally said we were watching the dailies and obviously it just wasn't working out. That's what he said. So that's code for they fired. Whether
John,
Peter was fired first, I don't know, but they looked at the footage and they said this ain't working out. This is not the energy level we want.
No, it's terrible. They had guest actors in the Next Generation that played Starship captains that were better than that. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Captain Garrett was
I've seen Star Trek fan films that
Fan
have better
films.
captains and
that's her, yeah.
She's a film actress, and she's a different kind of actress. I've never seen her film, but she was not
But
used to go on TV.
There was nothing. I don't know. It was a strange choice.
She'd make a good background captain.
Yeah, like maybe a view screen captain or something. Somebody to talk
exactly.
to, or yeah, no, yeah,
You know
she's
that
not.
in the background of Star Trek 4,
Yeah,
the captain of that one ship, the lady captain that was on the screen. She
the
was
Saratoga.
No, not the Saratoga. The one of the other ships that was
Oh.
on when they were showing Starfleet headquarters. She was a member, I think, of the Google Dolls.
Oh, okay.
You know that lady that
She'd be
was
a good
like-
captain just to not have any lines.
Yeah. No, she was probably the ship that was doing the sonar sail, but not the guy that was talking, the lady that was on screen. Remember, like, you just see her face, and yeah, she was a member of.
Yeah, that could work. Indeed.
John says Janeway spends most of the episode feeling sorry for herself, but she cheers herself up by blowing up some people. Well, you know what, John? You do what you got to do. I mean, that's it. Sometimes you got to blow up a ship or two to put a smile back on your face. What's the harm in that? Controller Emk, rest in peace. Emk. Oh, that's funny. She hated the main line. In fact, what was the episode where the Delta Flyer was created?
Extreme measures.
Extreme Measure.
Yeah.
Three measures.
Extreme Measures, yeah.
And she's talking to the dude in the view screen, and she hangs up and goes, ugh! Like that. Like
No.
she hates those main lines.
That's my favorite Voyager moment, right?
Ugh!
My favorite moment in all Voyager is actually a view screen moment in the cloud when
Yeah.
Doctor's on the screen in the background. That's my absolute favorite moment.
Oh, he's waving his hands. Yeah, you said that before.
He's
Yes.
waving his
Yeah,
hands.
yeah.
I'm trying to get your attention. That is my absolute favorite moment in the entire
Ugh.
I liked it when Janeway was like referred to as a pet or a slave. That episode with Neelix in the beginning when they're like all taking these like, you know, they're taking like these Power Ranger poses while they're talking, and it's like, please silence you, woman. My apologies. She's so rude. And then,
That's
like,
macrocosm,
remember-
right? The tac.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. The macroism. Yeah.
Macro. Yeah, she puts her hands on her hips and pisses him off. And,
Yeah, she puts her hands, her hips in. He's like, oh yeah, he's all pissed off. And then when she calls for help, he's like, you know, talking to her, and you're about to be exterminated, and we have a cure. What?
This disease, very bad. We sterilize. Like they spoke in this broken kind of way of speaking, right? The tac. Goofy.
Yeah, kind of reminded me of the Ginyu Force in Dragon Ball.
Never mind that. What are you doing with that dog? And I'm not talking about the puppy.
The puppy. Oh, oh my.
Oh, she was awesome.
Susie Plaxton, yeah, she's great.
Yep.
And the fact that
Dr.
they
Solar.
referenced her, they referenced the Klingons. That was a nice touch.
Yeah.
She's like, I thought they always had spunk.
Yeah, that was a good line. That was a good line. She was good as Kalar. I was really surprised they killed off Kalar. That was she was a good foil for Worf. She really was, and she was a great character. They could have brought her back throughout the whole series if they wanted to. I guess they had to with Alexander to bring him in.
Her death and how it affected the Klingon story.
He killed Duras, yeah. I just recently watched an episode where they made the fake Kahless. What is it? Rightful? What was it called again?
Rightful Air.
Is it Rightful Air? Is that the one? That was not a great episode. That was not really that good.
No.
Except Skeletor was in it. That was good. Oppenheimer, I always like him.
What are you talking about, Skeletor?
Yeah, the guy that played the Klingon Vedic, not Vedic, like the priest. What do you call it?
Or Alan Oppenheimer?
Yeah, he played like a minister or priest or
I
something,
knew
monk.
I knew he was the captain of that one Galaxy class ship.
Captain Keogh, yeah.
Did you know the reason I was asking is because that Skeletor mask from the movie Masters of the Universe is worn by the guy on the holodeck when they're during Worf's calisthenic program.
You said that before, but are you sure that's the same mask?
Yeah,
I mean,
same mask. Yeah, I'll find out. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see if I can.
it looks like a good mask. I just didn't realize it was the exact same one they used for Frank Langella in Masters of the Universe.
I'll be right back.
Huh.
Okay.
Hold on.
It will be glorious. It will be war. Yeah, it was not that good of an
It's a good
episode.
episode.
I didn't.
I love Gallon. Anything Gallon does, I love it automatically. Just this is awesome.
You're right. He brought that episode up. He elevated it by him being there. You're right about that.
And elevate.
Look who just walked in the room. My cat just walked in the room. All right, I'm gonna look up this.
The Gowron was great, but they did to him what they did with the Bator sisters.
They overused him.
No, they killed them off before their time.
Well, they used him pretty much to the end of DS9. I mean, that's as long as you can keep somebody, right?
They were TNG, for God's sakes.
What, you mean that Lursa and Bator or Gowron? Or what do you mean?
Yeah, the Bators were originally in TNG.
Yeah, they were, and they killed him in the movie, right? And then
Yeah, the movie.
But Gowron, they kept him all the way to the end of, season 7 of DS9 when Worf killed him.
Yeah, and it kept them a little bit longer, but still ended up the same.
Yeah. I guess you kind of knew that was going to happen eventually. I mean, he killed Duras. You might as well kill Gowron. Just kill them all, Worf. Kill all the heads of state. Why don't you? Murder them all. Glory to you and your house.
It's just like you thought he got smart through the years, but then that episode where he was just sending Martok to his death is like, dude, what the fuck?
But that just gave him a reason for Worf to kill him. Like that was they did that just to do
That
that.
was plot reason for
Yes,
but
yes.
that's not part of. He wouldn't be that stupid.
Right. He was smarter. He was much more calculating in TNG, right, with Picard and the Civil War, and yeah, he was much more shrewd. And he became.
He knew
this,
what was up.
Yeah.
He wouldn't get bloodthirsty.
Yeah.
Frickin' made deals. He did his thing.
Yeah, he was shrewd. He knew how to do it.
He kind of just gave up at the end.
Yeah.
Kind of like what they did with Riker's brother.
Thomas, good old Tommy
Yeah,
boy.
Thomas was not that Thomas going to the Maquis, that was dumb.
Yeah, I found the source for my for where it said that it's the same mask. Hold on, I'll show you. It's originally in the Star Trek Encyclopedia, but I'll put the link from Memory Alpha where they talk about it. Yeah, there it is. If you scroll down to the bottom of the page,
Sorry.
text in a box underneath Skull Monster. There's text in a box.
I mean,
underneath
simply for
Skull
the fact that a Federation security device couldn't tell the difference between both Rikers when they knew they had to do something the second Riker came up.
Mm-hmm.
Or else, I mean, what was Riker doing? At his new ship, and every time he logged into the computer, it thought he was Riker?
So what would they have to do? Alter his DNA or something? I mean, they were exact.
No, they just put a
duplicates.
secondary tag because there's a what's her name said? There's a deviant. There's a percentage of deviant DNA when they split.
Sorry.
They weren't exact copies. They were slightly different.
They were
Mostly the same.
No, I thought it was a transporter duplicate. I thought it was exact.
Yeah, they're exact copies.
It was a
Why do you think
transporter
they were different?
duplicate.
It's an exact duplicate LGD.
Yes, but after they materialized, that's where there was a deviance in the DNA.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
I don't think their DNA deviated. It's just their experience after they rematerialize.
That affects that affects their DNA, dude.
Why would that affect their DNA? Wait, why would that affect their DNA? That makes no sense.
Because that's why we have black people who come from certain parts of the
Oh my
territory
God.
and white people and all the your where you're at, your experiences alters your DNA ever so slightly.
Well, I don't think your DNA alters. Maybe other things in your body, perhaps. I don't know. Did your DNA?
The evolution of your
change?
DNA. When you're born with 1, 2, 3 DNA, then it mutates.
Yeah,
Does it really- I
evolution
didn't know
takes
that.
a
more it
long
mutates.
time. It's not going to happen in the few years that he was stuck on that planet.
It wasn't a few years. It was like 10 years.
Yeah, okay, your
8
DNA
years,
is not
yeah.
changing in 10 years.
She said it on screen.
No,
She said it on screen that his DNA was not exactly the same. It was
Yes, he
slightly
did.
different.
All right, I'm
watched
looking
that
up the
episode
transcript right now.
This week.
I'll pull it up right
You're
now.
wrong.
I'll pull it up right now.
Yeah, do it, and you will see that you're wrong.
Okay, let's do it. Give me a second. I got every episode of Star Trek right here. Give me 1 second.
Nervala,
was it called?
Nervala 3. What
As do
was,
we all.
what was it called again?
What was the episode called?
Oh, I don't remember now. Second Chances, right?
Yeah, second chances.
Okay.
All right, I'll pull it up right now.
Season 7.
Got the.
He carved
What?
that nice picture for the end out
I've
of
got
it with
the
the phaser. That
transcript
was nice.
pulled up. So we're going to share the screen. We're going to look up.
John is
DNA.
already on it. He's saying Crusher. Genetically, he's indistinguishable from Commander Riker.
Exactly.
Genetically.
DNA does not show up at all in the transcript.
Nope.
Well, she says. John said
Just for
genetically is the
genetically.
word. Yeah.
Oh,
So when he got
I'm
access
gonna
to
pull
the,
it up.
when Tom Riker got on the Defiant,
Yeah.
he used like some kind of palm print thing, which we never saw really after that
Yeah, you
that
have it.
episode.
Genetically, he is in this question. That board.
There's no genetic drift. Exactly the same.
Yeah.
Precisely.
So the computer was unable to
I know
tell.
they mentioned something. They mentioned something.
The only thing that he could do was fill in a capture code every time he tried to use his command codes.
Oh, that's interesting. He didn't know Riker's command
They
codes,
filled, in,
right?
they filled in the gaps with either frog DNA. Certain African frogs have to change their sex from female to male.
Yeah, when Barkley turned into a spider, right? That was a good one.
You know, Malcolm was right. Life finds a way.
Yep.
I'm looking at these masks, the Skeletor mask. I don't know if it's the same mask, man. It's close, but I don't know if
If
it's
you
the
look
same
at the box,
one.
they said they used the same mask.
Because I'm looking at Skeletor and I'm looking at this dude. This guy has teeth. And Skeletor didn't have teeth like that.
No.
And
Hey,
no, it's close. It looks very. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm talking to this one friend on Facebook. He says he's a big Star Trek fan, but he says his favorite episode in all of Star Trek, and it made me puke. His favorite episode is The Quality of Mercy, which is Strange New Worlds episode. And I hated that episode.
What'd you say? A Quality of Mercy?
Yeah, I hated that episode.
Which one was that?
That's the one where they reenact Balance of Terror.
Oh, you mean on you talking about
Yeah, that's his favorite.
Strange New Worlds.
Yeah, he said in all the Star Trek.
TNG.
His favorite episode is from Strange New Worlds, and it's Quality of Mercy. And I'm like, I hate that episode so much.
I saw it once and I wasn't thrilled.
Okay, there we go. I'm right. There we go.
You're
okay.
not right.
Okay.
Thank you. I am right. I'm right.
No,
I just found it. I found it.
You're wrong.
Can I play 2 seconds of this?
Show it.
Nope.
He's gonna blow the stream. He's gonna.
You don't mind?
Show it.
Bring it.
Bring your fabricated proof.
Bring it.
There's literally no audio.
Listen.
Thank you.
That's probably
No
better
audio.
though.
Oh, you can't hear it? You can hear it?
Nope,
No, we can't hear it. You can hear it.
Genetically, he is indistinct.
Oh, yeah, now I can hear it.
But you can't hear it?
No, now I
Just said
can.
she's indistinguishable.
Yeah, wait for the next line though.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
From Commander Riker.
Could there be some sort of cloning involved here?
I don't think so. There's no genetic drift.
No genetic drift.
That's why I compared their brain scans. Brain organization patterns are as unique as fingerprints. Except for minor differences, theirs are identical.
There we go. Except for
That's-
minor
That's
differences.
due to
That's a
there we go. I knew
experiences,
there
not
was
because of
something.
their DNA.
Okay, brain
that's not
scan. Okay,
DNA.
maybe it wasn't a DNA. It was a brain scan. Okay, so
And-
still.
The
Because
defiant
by your
computer.
logic, let's say I moved to
can't scan the
Africa
brain?
and lived there for 10 years. I'm definitely not turning black, you idiot.
You forgot Crusher's
Okay, so
you forgot Crusher's
I miss.
You forgot Crusher's most important line from that episode, where she says, 2 stories, 2 glasses of water. Jack, you're going to miss the plane. Sorry.
And they could have tagged him for God's sakes. They could have done anything to make
No,
him.
they could have done some kind of tag. You're right, because I mean, he used a palm print, which we assumed is some kind of DNA check too. I mean, we don't know what that
Because if
device
he went
was.
to his if he went to his ship that he got reassigned to, that basically means that they didn't do anything. He was being called Lieutenant Riker the entire time.
Right.
He logs in the computer commands,
What
the
about
whole 9
twins?
yards. They had to do something.
But don't twins have the
But
same
twins are
issue?
not exactly
Twins share the same
think so exactly.
DNA though.
most of it, but not all
Identical twins. I thought they're
Identical
identical.
ones do, yeah.
I thought identical twins shared.
have identical DNA.
Right,
Of it.
identical DNA.
You can't be identical after you start growing. The exact same DNA, two DNAs that are exactly the same, will still have some kind of drift after they're growing. After every mutation, the mutation when a cell creates a new cell is where the mutation happens.
Okay.
is a chance of your cells mutating as they're growing after you're born, after you're
Again, that's not
put
DNA.
together.
I'm pretty sure you're wrong on that one too.
Yeah.
Because all your DNA is the same. So why does only certain things? Why is cancer a thing? Right? Why does cancer only affect some cells,
It's a
but not
mutation.
all the cells?
It's a
It's a
mutation of
mutation in a
yeah,
single
right.
cell,
Right.
but it's
It
all the
goes-
same DNA. It's the same DNA. Why don't I mean if you're right, then cancer is like you wake up one morning and your entire body is just cancer. Not just a certain part of your body. Your whole body would just split.
Thomas Potts. I'm not the biggest supporter of Strange New Worlds. I just I joke around about it. It's not my favorite show, believe me. I just have hope for it.
That's just where the paychecks come from.
Yes, it doesn't mean I have to just do it. I do it for work.
Yeah,
I
you
do
don't
it for
have to
pleasure.
like it to get paid, right?
Exactly, right. Yeah. Oh, he's funny. Thomas Potts says Cinnabon is in black. Oh, I don't know. I mean, he could be. I have no idea.
Well, apparently, according to LG's logic, if I go move to Africa for 10 years, my DNA is
You'll
going
be
to
black.
change enough to turn me black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
your
only
fingers
takes
are
10,
black.
only takes 10 years for that. Yeah. Quote me on that. Takes 10 years, not 10 million or 10,000.
You're the one that suggested it by saying that Riker being
No, I said
apart
over
on that
time.
planet
So
just for
if
10
it's proven
years
over time,
changed his DNA.
then there's got because everything happens in a gradient. That means if it's proven that the people in Africa grew up eventually to be black, then there's got to be a freaking variant in which you're there just for 10 years, does
Listening to
some
this
kind of
logic
measurable
changes my
difference.
DNA.
Yeah. I mean, totally. I mean, pressure is enough to change. Like if you put yourself under pressure, you have two twins and one person grows up with weights on them. They're going to grow up completely different than the person that didn't.
Yeah, but you can't distinguish them by DNA.
I mean, I guess DNA could change it. I just think it's very subtle over a lifetime.
Yeah, it's
right?
very, very subtle. Yeah.
It's not
Thank you.
not major.
But it's
huge
24th century
changes.
detectable, though.
Okay, I see. That's there was some
It's
kind of marker.
24th century detectable. It's
Okay.
got to be.
But what if it was just a regular palm print? Like, what if it wasn't DNA? It was just a regular palm print. Did Odo say that was a DNA scanner?
Nope.
When he entered the Defiant and he was briefing Ducat, he just said that the scanners. He didn't say DNA scanner.
I don't think that was a $5 million fingerprint scanner.
It could have been a fingerprint
Like
scanner,
that-
right? It could have been
a big ass device that was connected
By
with Starship Security.
Starship
I think did a lot more
than the
I think
fingerprint
did a lot more than a fingerprint scan. Okay, like, well, you know what? You might be right though. That explains why in Picard, they beamed to that museum and they had a green Borg security scan, and the very first thing it said after it scanned them is identify yourself. Bitch, you just fucking scanned my DNA. Like, how the fuck you telling me to identify myself? Stupid as that. When I went to see Moriarty, in that one death vault, you're gonna get killed as soon as the AI knows who you are. Thank God the AI only has, fingerprint scanning.
We gotta pull that episode now too. What was that? Was called Defiant, I think, right?
I'm reading the transcript right now.
So that one's Defiant, and that's where Odo is briefing Gul Dukat about the problem, right? How.
Yeah, it's an act of probably 2 or 3. And
Defiant's the one where
that's a very entertaining story, but why am I listening to it?
Yes, that's what Gold. He's drinking his Kanar, and he says, "Yeah, why am I listening?"
John
to
has
it?
already posted in
Well,
the chat.
basically, they're physically identical in all respects, right down to their DNA coding.
Well, there you go.
Security computer to know that it was Thomas, not William, who boarded the plane.
So William was being called Riker the entire time he was serving on the Fomentic or whatever the hell ship he went to.
Potemkin.
Well, he was was he on the Ares or something? No, he was on the.
Or maybe it was the Ares. You're right. It might be the Ares. I thought it was Potemkin, but
the
so he was being called
Riker's
William Riker
old
every
ship.
time he clocked in.
Yeah, Potemkin was before that, indeed. Or after that. One of the two.
There was no way.
Right? I mean, don't you think Starfleet would be like every time he's clocking in, it's Will Riker. It's not Will Riker. It's Thomas Riker. Like, you think they would have fixed it?
Yeah, they were using Cardassian station. They didn't really care. They were using an old fingerprint
No,
scanner. That's all
no,
they
they
had laying
weren't.
around.
Though. That was Federation. That was a Federation.
It was a Federation
scanner.
tech, right? It was a Federation
Yeah.
piece of screen or something that was there, right? It's
The Federation has proved time and time again that they have terrible security.
This,
Exactly.
and
Just
you
to
never
prove
saw
it.
that. You never saw that fingerprint scanner ever again, or whatever it was, ever again after that
Yeah.
episode. People just walked onto the Defiant, off, on, no problem. There's no issues.
Even Quark could get on there because remember he visited Worf.
Quark visited Worf, no fingerprint, nothing.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna ask. Remember that when Worf was listening to his opera? You know, he's like, I'm not even gonna ask.
Garrett can go on there whenever he pleases. Sure, anybody, yeah, just come on board. That's it.
They let Garrett.
General Martok, yeah, come on board.
They all have clearance.
They have clearance, yeah.
Clearance.
Don't call me Shirley. Oh man.
I think they're more worried about like Eddington than they were about anybody else.
Yeah, I never had any issue with any of that. It's very plausible how he got on that ship. It was not an issue. The way he dismissed O'Brien was strange, though. I have nothing to say to you, O'Brien. Like, what the hell? That was just to get him out of the room? What?
Yeah.
So they couldn't
Yeah.
reminisce? They couldn't... He wouldn't, get suspicious? Because,
you
yeah.
get clocked. You didn't know.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
O'Brien.
I have nothing to
wouldn't
say to
have
you,
any of
O'Brien.
The memories for the last 7 years. So if O'Brien mentioned anything, Thomas would be like, okay.
But isn't it more strange for him to act like that? And then he's like, wait, why is Riker... Huh? What?
Well, yeah, it was more.
Well-
It was dumb for O'Brien just to brush it off, being like, oh, okay.
So he should have went to Cisco and say, listen, this Riker, something's off with him, man. You better have Bashir scan him or something.
That's the great
You
Federation
guys all gonna
security.
play this weekend? You guys all gonna play Jeopardy tomorrow?
We'll give it
Yeah.
a go, but I'm feeling
Yeah,
that.
Cinnabon, I was going to coach you a little bit. That's why I joined the stream at the beginning. Listen, you got to give it a go. There's 21 more games to play, like Professor said. It's accumulation of scores. Bet smart and final. Don't bet at all. Okay?
Or you guys
You
all
can
gonna
rack up
play?
some points. You don't want to, it's
I
all
bet
about the
it
points.
I gotta get that close the gap.
But even if you lose the game, but you can bank 3,000 points or something. Let's say you bet 1 point because you don't know the answer. You don't want to guess. You still got 3,000 points. You don't want to. It's a cumulative score going into episode 100.
Indeed.
That's bullshit. See, I'm listening to it right now. He says,
Yeah.
right down to their DNA. There was no way for the computer to know. So first of all, the computer was scanning the DNA then.
Right.
And second, he just admitted that Thomas was being called Riker on his post up until now.
He was Thomas Riker, not William Riker.
No, William. Every time he logged into the computer, it said William Riker because the computer has no way of distinguishing between the two.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
That's the
Technically,
words
William
out of his
is
mouth.
name.
But he could have also announced himself as Lieutenant Thomas Riker to the computer, and it would have said hello. Like it would have given
But
it the
it would
same
have said Will
response.
Riker. You're Will Riker. You're not Thomas Riker. You're lying. Your DNA is Will Riker. See what I'm talking about? They dug themselves into a hole.
One Riker.
There's no way he
One
served
bridge,
on
one
another
Riker.
ship without being Will Riker. The whole
One
time.
bridge. One Riker. One
Yeah,
Defiant bridge.
it's War's fault. It's War's fault.
You know what I wrote about that episode, the Silence as Least? When Riker beams over to that ship, you see the shadow beams in, like the shadow is done with sparkly effects as well as like the beaming. Like it's a really cool special effect because he's like in deep shadow on the wall, and they did a really good job on making the shadow transport the same way he's transporting.
Yeah, they did. So Cinnamon, you got some strategy here, my man. You have a lot, and you got to get your rest because you were definitely. I'm just gonna say it. You were off your game last week. For you not to know Space Seed, that's you were sleepy, and then you honestly, and then you threw it away in the last. You just bet it all for the. You just said I'm not gonna win anyway. You just threw it up against it. You have a good chance to get into this final
Yeah.
Tournament of Champions.
I don't know, because I usually do one or two rounds a game. I'll usually 1 or 2 rounds a night. I'll win.
Right.
Sometimes.
So you bank those
Average
points.
score probably is around like 2,000 to 3,000.
Okay.
So with
So it just started. So Patrick's got 7. I got 4,400 because I got jammed into that 4-player game at the last round last week
Wait,
with
how many
Orville
weeks are left?
questions.
4?
But we start at 3 a.m. for me, so for the sake of it, I could be asleep.
All right, so if we go 7 times, let's say I average out
4,000 a week.
Let's say we
Say that.
average out 2,500 points per game.
All right, so
and
5,000 a
one
week.
game per. I only win 1 game per week.
All right, so
that would be a
2,500.
maximum of 17,000 points.
But there's people that aren't going to even make it to the. You know what I'm saying? If you you're going to basically get yourself a slot at that point. Like, Bird of Prey doesn't even show up every single game. Like Mr. VP, we haven't seen him in a few weeks. Right?
Well, Patrick,
so
you and Patrick are there every week, so.
Well, I try. I sometimes I get stuck at work sometimes though.
That's true.
I don't
Patrick's there
always
almost every
get to
week.
round 1.
I try to be there, but it can happen that I fall asleep. Twice I already did, but luckily I was still in time for the round number 3, for example. So it happens.
He was on the Gandhi, by the way.
So,
the Gandhi.
so if we
The
take-
Ares was the one that
Patrick,
Riker
you
was
were
going
at
to take
70
over.
Like what, 7,300 last time?
The Gandhi.
So if we go 7,300, and let's say that you do let's just say you win 1 game per week for the next 7 weeks, and for some reason it's like only 500 points. Let's just do that for fun.
Okay.
So 500 times 6 plus 7,300. I mean that's still 10,300. That's not too bad, I guess. But I mean, you're not going to be at 500 though each game.
No, but you have a chance. You're banking points. Even if you lose the round, you still bank the points. So there's a strategy. So what I'm saying is don't go crazy on final.
Don't go negative.
Right, don't
Just
go
try
negative.
to
And
go
don't,
no negative.
Yeah, don't go joke answers.
Yeah,
and
don't-
fuck at the end. Yeah.
yeah, negative 11. Oh, okay, yeah. What is the perfect meat? Thanks, Mikey.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
I'm not the only one that had a problem last week too. Because didn't you have an easy episode that you missed also?
Me?
Cause and
Someone
effect.
did.
Oh, you had cause and effect. Yeah, Patrick
Cause
has
and
cause and
effect.
effect.
Yeah, that's one of the other one. I was like,
That round 3 was killer because they were Orville questions, and I don't know Orville from anything. And then the other one was what were the other questions? There's 2 categories I knew nothing about, and it was different. What was it? The category? Was it actors or something? I don't know what it was now. Who knows?
yeah, I would have done way better.
You should do
'Cause
something really.
I was getting a lot of the answers, and I think it was round 2, but round 1 just screwed me over.
No, round 1 you were good, right? And then
No, it was
2
round
you
1
kind of.
because I was the one that lost.
Oh, that's
Went to
right.
0 because I didn't win
You
it
need to
all
do like
last
a
week.
really hard panel, like a panel all about Kess, or
Kess.
a panel all about.
Really?
You
Yeah,
know,
that
the
wouldn't
hard
take that long.
questions.
Yeah, that wouldn't take.
As long as there's no more kids' names, I should be all right.
Oh, the kids. Yeah, those were hard too. Yeah, the kids' names, right?
The dumb thing
Thomas-
is I knew all of them too, and I just kept second guessing and not
Because
saying it and just
you were off
passing,
your
which
game.
was
You were
stupid.
tired. I could tell. You were off your game, man. You were just off. So you got to get some rest. You got to watch a lot of Star Trek all week. You got to get yourself prepped for this, man. You got to watch John's videos. You can't just show up to Jeopardy and not have watched John's videos. I mean, you're not ready.
Speaking
All
of which,
good
you know, we
things.
should actually do, guys. Let's. I'm assuming we're gonna continue with the planets, so we should probably look at the list of planets that are gonna be this
So
week.
we're up to E, F, G this time. No, we did G
Nope.
already. So H.
Yeah, we
was-
did G. So HI
H, I, right? And
depends on how many there are, of course.
right. We could do H, I. That's true. And Thomas, I know you like to think it's all rigged and there's fuzzy math going on here, but why don't you join us? You could have a chance to get into the final Tournament of Champions if you rack up some points. And you're a pretty good player, Thomas. I know you have to work and stuff, but
Oh my God, there's a lot of H planets.
there is.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of it right now. I don't.
Xanadu. Oh, sorry.
What's the H planets?
Hydra.
Let's see, we got Hadara,
Hydra.
Hakton
no.
7,
I don't like any of these.
Halemo No,
No, that's
Hanan-
new Trek. That won't be on there. No.
Hanan 4,
Who's
that's a
Snock?
Voyager.
The Hoosnock. The Hoosnock.
Who's
Hanson's
Schnock?
planet, I have
Schnock.
no idea where that came
I didn't
from.
kill one Hoosnock.
I killed all
Hoosnock.
Hoosnock.
And then you just see any color that Picard has left just drain from his skin, and he slowly tucks tail and says, I can't judge you. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here before you kill all humans.
Mr.
Hopefully you're not
Dowd.
doing this in alphabetical order.
Pretoria, that sounds like a Klingon planet.
Yeah,
Haven,
possible.
that one.
Haven-
that
okay,
one
Haven,
probably
yep.
did make the list.
that's definitely going to be on there. 100% going to be on there.
Halifax,
Halifax was that Canada?
Erosion,
Erosion. Yeah, it's a species, but
Rogia.
There's not
well,
really
it'd be
many
HI. It'll probably be
recognizable
HI
for
combined,
H,
right? Yeah.
with an I.
And then
No, Thomas,
Professor
not for the
says
bottom three.
he'd like to do buzzers, and we talked about that, Professor. I think I mean for the Tournament of Champions, that would be we'll do
That
a
should
real
be
game
possible.
like
Of
with
course.
buzzers, 6 categories, single, double, final. That's what we talked about, right? That would be pretty cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think that last game, the actual
actual
championship game, would be
championship
good with
game.
buzzers, but
Official Jeopardy rules at that point, right? Like that's it.
yeah,
Yeah.
but leading up to it, for when we're just all
No.
when we have
No.
three different games, I mean, it's just not fair if some people
No.
aren't going to do buzzers,
It's not. You're right.
Indeed.
and then some do. It would just throw off the entire scoring.
Yep. And me have a chance. Oh, come on, Thomas. You're always beating yourself up too. I guess it's more
Yeah,
fun.
let's use buzzers. So the person who's closer to frickin' Cinnabon wins.
Well, actually, what did he say? The
Nope.
buzzers are in Europe, right? Cosmo Buzz is in Europe, so Patrick gets the
Servers in
advantage.
Europe, so I
Yeah.
would be.
I want you to ping Cosmo Buzz, Patrick. What's your latency? Let me see. What's your nanoseconds?
Right. But is the server the same as the website?
Is
You're
it?
gonna
I
have
don't
to
know.
use a VPN and bounce
Because
off
it's a
America,
website.
okay?
Is it a VPN? You get a VPN to Europe? Is
It
it?
might be better with buzzers on
Would that make it slower though?
No, he would have to VPN from America.
He'd VPN to even the playing field.
Yeah, to even the playing
But then
field. yeah.
Tokyo's in Japan, and Mr. VP's in New Zealand, and
So they all have to do it then.
everyone gets handicapped.
Yeah, totally.
Let me ping Cosmo Buzz. Let me see what I'm at
I
here.
think I would do better with buzzers.
Unknown host. What?
CosmoBuzz.net, I think it is.
Yeah, I know, but
www.
come
Let
on,
me see.
just work.
The only
No,
I
There we go, I got
planets
it.
I even
It's-
recognize are Iconia and Injury
Okay.
8.
I'm at 87 milliseconds.
Cosmo what?
86.
12.029
Oh, you see? You see?
milliseconds.
What is
You
it?
see?
Cosmo what?
All right, ping www.cosmobuzz.net. 87, 86, 89, 85, 85, 84, 83. And you're at what? 12, 11? What do you
12.385, 12.3.
I'm at 43. Oh, no, 140. 140.
You're 140.
Yeah, I'm 140.
Where are you? Are you on a VPN? What are you doing?
No, I'm in Florida.
Are you on Wi-Fi?
Okay. Round trip,
No.
minimum 11.9.
That's high.
Average 12.5.
Okay.
So my average is 12.5 round trip.
I'm on. All right, so yeah, you obviously have an advantage there, Patrick.
Yeah. No
That's
denying.
crazy.
Yeah, you see how this works, Cinnabon? There isn't a system a smart man doesn't know how to get around.
You see that? That's right. Yeah, 86,
And that's
84,
even on
85,
Wi-Fi.
90.
You might as well have people like just mail you when they're ready to
Right.
buzz, and whoever
And
gets
that's
to come
even
from the
on
mail
Wi-Fi.
first.
So if I would,
Have
I
you
can connect
post
to
the freaking
to
buzzer?
Ethernet.
I mean, we're talking milliseconds. I get it. I mean, it's it's
But if
it's
you
as
both
close
hit
as.
it at the same time, like
If you hit-
milliseconds matter.
All right, so we both hit the button at the exact same time. Patrick and me, he's gonna get it because his latency.
He's
is
gonna
less.
get it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'd never get it. I don't know. I would never get it.
Well, what's your ping? Ping Cosmo Buzz. Where are you at?
I don't know how to do that. So
Oh, okay.
Hangout's
I'm
pretty
in
easy.
Pennsylvania.
What operating system do you use, Mercer? Windows or?
Right now I have Wi-Fi connected. I have to. No, I think the plug is plugged in. It might be. I don't know. I'd have to look at it. Yeah, but I'm in.
He's using GeOS.
Oh, Jesus. GUS.
Atari ST.
Ah. Yeah, I did remember that name.
Ask me technical questions next time we talk. But I'm holding it
The
back.
marquee.
That's interesting. I want to see what I want Tokyo to do this too. If he can ping it, see what his latency is.
One of my favorite bits on Oracle is when they needed to get at the electronic component inside Isaac, so they had that big guy come in and step on it. I just love that part.
Oh, Jimmy.
Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to crash.
Jingle bells.
All right, Mercer. You have a good night.
Category planets. What? Oh, you're looking at the planets still? Okay, H and I. What is it? Is it?
Stay safe from going to work.
Later.
Take care, buddy.
Where did we leave off last week?
I think H and I. You said. Oh, I think it was G. With like Lorndon Core and all that, right? So
yeah,
maybe G and H or H and I, somewhere around there.
G and H.
Maybe I, J, K. We'll hit those this week.
Let me see.
There's probably enough H's to make one category, I'm gonna assume.
It depends.
And
can you click on? Can you click on it?
E and F are together, and G and H are together.
G and H, so it's I, J, K, maybe one, and then or I, J.
So I.
Yeah,
I mean, for I, the only two I recognize on here is Iconia and Injury 8.
Injury 8.
The other ones I have no idea. I-Core.
John is giving us an order, people.
Injury 8. That was TNG, right?
Re-verify range to buzzer. One ping. One ping.
One single ping.
That's a great movie.
Things don't react well to bullets. And that's a lesson that actor never learned.
He wanted to go to Montana, right? He wanted to go to Montana and raise rabbits and kill them. Oh, Cinnabon, you don't.
Oh no, I was talking about. No, I was talking about the other guy.
Which one?
Nope. Things don't react well to bullets.
Oh, that would be Sean Connery, Captain Raimi.
No,
Highlander.
No, the other
Highlander.
one.
Which one?
The guy who shot somebody on Rust. Baldwin.
Oh, Alec Baldwin. Yeah. Well, he was imitating. Yeah. Okay. It was him and Sean Connery. Yep.
Okay. Minus C1. Enter. One ping has been sent.
One ping. One.
12.62.
You son of a gun. That's. I mean, Professor was right. It is in Europe, so you definitely you have a slight advantage there.
Yep.
You're right, because I mean, if I'm 87, I'm almost 80. Is that 8/10 of a second or 8,000ths of a second? What is that? Millisecond. That's 1,000th, right?
Milliseconds.
Yeah, it's 1,000 milli.
So you're talking about your 1,000th. I'm 8,000.
Yeah, 1.2 thousands.
Okay, I don't know.
I'm close.
yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Where are they then located in Europe?
Cosmobuzz? I have no idea. Jeff knows. I don't know.
Cosmobuzz.
What was John's video this week? I have to watch it before I go to sleep.
Oh, France. Ah, okay. So I'm just
right,
two
right next
countries
door.
over.
Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah, right. It's game. Yeah.
Only Belgium is between us.
Yeah.
So yeah, that makes sense.
And Belgium lets everybody through, so it's no problem. You want to go hit France, Germany? Sure, come on through. Just come right on in. We got you. We surrender. Oh, that Maginot Line's bothering you? Oh, don't worry about that. Just go around it. You're fine. Yeah, you're good. Come on in. No spoilers.
But I think
Not
I
the
will
one.
need to for that game. I will need to set up the big screen and not only just use the laptop screen because of the multiple windows that you need.
You have to set up a separate computer with a buzzer, right? That would be really good. Set
That won't be possible if my new computer gets here tomorrow. The other
It's
one
just
will be sold
full
back
screen
then.
buzzer. One can just and a separate keyboard just for the buzzer, right?
Can connect multiple keyboards. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
Now just 2 screens. One screen for the stream and one screen for the buzzer.
Because the buzzer has to be active. It
Yeah.
sometimes gets put to the background or in an inactive window.
And the one time that I did with Cinnabon's quiz, the first time, I had it on a small window, but then the questions window also gets very small on a 13-inch. So yeah, it's not handy.
Yeah, I use a laptop as well. You know, I think I'll set up a second laptop. That's what I'm going to do. I'll have them next to each other just to do it.
But then again, I'm still refreshing my order page and still saying preparing. Or not even preparing. Preparing, but not preparing for shipment.
One moon circles.
Would be delivered today, but I'm doubting it. I'm really doubting it.
What are you ordering? What are you?
New MacBook.
Oh, a new MacBook. Oh, is there some sales? Yeah.
Oh, new paperweight.
New paperweight, indeed.
Yeah.
With
They're pretty good. They're
discount.
smooth. I don't use them, but they're pretty smooth.
I'm consolidating from 2 machines back to 1.
I don't like the touchpads on them. They're weird. The Mac ones. I'm not used to it.
Oh, I love them.
I know. See, people that use them, they love them. They can't. It's like they can't. Yeah.
Well, I even have the wireless ones for my work Mac and for the for what was the Mac Mini.
Like scrolling is weird for me. Can you reverse the scrolling on a Mac? Can you make it where if I swipe up it goes down and down it goes up? Is that an option? Because I feel like I'm swiping up but it's going up, and I want it to go down, like the 3-finger swipe to scroll.
Oh, like invert axis shit. Yeah.
Yes, is that possible on the Mac?
Can.
Yeah, that's possible. But are you?
Yeah.
But wait. If you scroll down, so
just
drag
double
2
check.
fingers down. Do you want it to go up or down on the page?
Wait a second. You're talking about those 1-button mouses. Let me just say, are you sure you're not holding the mouse upside down, first of all?
No, I'm talking about the touchpad on a MacBook. And if you do a 2-finger, or is it 3-finger? 2-finger or 3? Okay, you do a 2-finger drag on the touchpad. It scrolls. It scrolls your web page, for example. It scrolls anything. But to me, it's backwards. Like I feel like I'm dragging it up and it's going down, or I feel like it's backwards. Is there a way to invert that?
It's supposed to be going in the opposite direction.
Well, that's funny because
you scroll down, it goes up. You scroll up, it goes down.
Now,
and it's just uncomfortable for me.
Listen, in the beginning,
that's
it was
the normal way.
Like in the Windows, when you scroll down, the page goes down.
Okay.
But when the iPad came out and the iPhone, Apple inverted it as standard.
Yes.
Because they wanted to have the same as a touchscreen.
That's what it is. That's what I'm screwing up. It's the touchscreen stuff. Yes.
And the first thing I do on a new Mac is revert that back to the old way, because I hate it.
So how do you do how do you do that? Is there a setting in
settings? Yeah, just in the settings panel.
System preferences, mouse, invert, mouse wheel,
touchpad, and then you set.
Oh yeah.
It's called natural scrolling.
Natural scrolling. Okay.
You deselect that because it's not natural.
It's not natural, right? And I'm swiping up and it's going down. I go, what the hell's going on here? It's like I'm not okay.
I hate that behavior indeed.
Well, the very first thing you should ever do with a new Mac, especially a MacBook, is like literally wield the laptop shut, so you don't ever make the mistake of actually opening it and using it.
I got one for my wife for Christmas. They had them on sale, Black Friday sale, and I got. She never uses the damn thing. She ends up using her old
She's smart.
HP. Well, it's funny
Very
because she
smart
liked.
woman.
I told her 'cause she
You're a
uses
lucky
it.
woman.
No,
she married you?
Yeah,
She's a gem.
She is a gem. She's the best. But I mean, she has this older HP laptop with a slightly larger screen, but it has a touch screen, and she likes that. The thing's heavier though. I said, "Honey, this thing is lighter, and it's the screen is beautiful. Yeah, it's a little smaller, but I mean,
You're fat shaming?
well, no, I'm just saying she can carry it around easier, And
You're fat shaming. You need a skinny laptop. Okay, I see how it is.
It's thinner.
Ah.
It's more svelte.
Thinner. Oh, thinner. Yeah, oh, yeah. It's even better stereotype. Yeah, totally.
So, but she never uses it. She never uses. I'm the one opening it up every few weeks, like doing updates and crap on it because she never touches it. I'm like, all right, let me just catch an update. Let me see what's going on. I end up using this thing, and it's pink, of course, or rose gold or whatever. So I'm never going to use this stupid thing. But the scrolling is so weird on it, and it frustrates me. And I keep yeah. So
First thing you do, go to the settings panel.
I'll do that.
And then deselect natural scrolling. Then
I'm gonna
you
have
will
to do
be
that.
Very happy.
Because believe it or
Or
not,
at least happier.
on my Dell laptop that I have, I came from the old IBM ThinkPad days. Let me go. I'm kind of dating myself now, but I like that little pencil eraser one in the middle, the little orange knob.
The track thumb, or how was it called? Track point.
Track point or something. The nipple, the little orange nipple between the G and H key. I loved that. I loved that. I was so good at that. I could drag, I could move, I could scroll. Like I was.
I've used that on ThinkPads and on Toshiba Satellite Pros.
Right?
Those Pro had that.
I even bought the replacement. I would wear them out. I get the replacement rubber pieces that would, to freshen them up. But, and my Dell has one right now, but it's not as good as the IBM one that was on there. But I don't like touchpads, so I have a little Microsoft mouse usually next to my laptop, whatever laptop I'm using, because I'm not good with those touchpads. I'm just not that great with them. The eraser thing, I'm good with. Touchpad thing, I'm good. The touch point thing, I'm good. But they don't even make them anymore.
Trackpads.
Pretty soon it'll be the
back in
mouse
the
where
day
you
on
look.
Windows, I hate them, but on the Macs, love them.
What happened to trackballs? Nobody uses those anymore? Remember the Logitech trackballs?
They're still around.
Oh, I hated those.
With the thumb one, right? Everyone thought they were so slick with that thing. It's like nobody uses them anymore, right? What happened to those things?
They made a mouse that looked like a damn Ferengi controller.
Yeah, right? And you just roll the wheel around.
Yep.
Logitech.
There's still people using those, and they're still making them.
So I can get an old Logitech trackball, and what do I do with it? Just sit there and...
You can't even have a new one. Use a PC one even.
Play with your ball.
There was the big ball one in the middle, right? There was that one, right? And then they had the one with just the thumb. They had the thumb only one. Professor says I hate touchpads.
That has two balls.
Two is always better than one. Professor says I hate touchpads of any variety. I hate touch screens on a PC. So, Professor, you're like me. So, do you use like a small mouse with a laptop, or you have to use an actual mouse, right? Because that's kind of where I'm left with nowadays.
Yeah, I have to use a mouse all the time too. I
Right?
hate touchpads.
I bet he has an MX Master.
What's that? What Master? What?
Logitech MX Master or something. MX.
MX? Is that what they're called? I had the Logitech mouse.
Yeah, the
Man.
MX ones, yeah, they're okay. A little small, but
I use the Microsoft mouse, the
The MX
4000.
Master is not a small mouse.
MX I had was.
And the mouse I have has the back button on it. I like that.
Oh, you're right. I have an MX 3S or Master 3S right now, where it's like more than a mouse. It like holds your entire wrist. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's like handicap mouse. But,
The best one I ever had was the 1100 series before the MX series came out. Or even the G7. It was a gaming mouse with chargeable battery packs. That one was good.
You're right. They still do sell these trackballs. I've never seen anybody use these stupid things though.
now they got keyboards, so like stationary gloves that you have to like put your hands into, and you have like keys above your. Like each finger has like 3 keys, one above, one below, one in. Yeah. And it looks like a glove. Like not a glove. It's not a
power glove.
But it's like no, it's not a glove, but it's a keyboard that you stick your hand into.
Okay.
And each button is a key. It has multiple keys. You're not actually moving You're not actually. It's not like a regular flat keyboard.
Oh,
It's
it's like Star Trek
kinda-
Discovery. They just move their fingers around and shit
Anti
happens on
Checker
there.
had one of them for a second. He was
I was
like
gonna say,
showing
doesn't
one off.
Salty have one of those?
Yeah, Salty had one.
Okay, then.
Do they still make the old school mouses? Nice. Let me see here.
Or the balls?
No, the
Mouse
balls
don't
they
have
still
balls
make.
anymore.
But well, the track balls has a ball on it, obviously, but that's still
No,
probably
I meant the
optical.
mouse balls.
They don't have
Yeah,
the
no.
mouse balls on the bottom, right? Yeah.
Mouse balls. Yeah.
They used to get dirty. You got to clean them out every now and again, right? The dust would get in there, and
Yep.
that was a problem with them.
True, but it made like perfect logical sense. Like the ball, like you're moving a ball.
It was ingenious if you think about it.
And then,
Actually,
then the laser
it was.
came out, and it's like, okay.
And you
where's
can't
the
use it on
ball?
glass. You have to use
Yeah,
a mouse pad,
right.
right? Whereas the other one you can use on anything.
Yep.
Yeah, I like the Microsoft mouse, the 4000, the wireless one. It's a smaller mouse, but I just like the way it feels because the wheel is pretty good on it, and it has the back button. So all my computers, I have that same mouse.
Pretty soon, the computer will just see your eyeball and know where you're clicking.
Huh.
Wherever you look will be the mouse.
I know. What about those ergonomic keyboards too? That was a thing like in the 90s, and that just disappeared
Oh, that
too.
was, oh God, that was horrible.
Remember that they was split in half, or they had those ones that like, you know, I think it was ergonomic
Like
to everything
Pangea.
back then.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like it dip down and around, and your hands go in there. It's like I never bought one of
Had
those.
it, hated it.
You had a split keyboard? You had one of those?
Yeah, I had one of those, but
I put my pre-order in for the Model F guy on Model F keyboards. He's reproducing the IBM clicky keyboards from the 80s.
oh wow.
And he's reproducing them to an amazing level. They're stupid expensive, but I have to have it. I miss those keyboards so much.
I'm most likely one of the few guys that hate those old style clickety clackies.
I type really hard, so I love that click. I love that I feel when it clicks. It's just very satisfying.
Yeah, I
I
was
break
trying until I became a
keyboards.
YouTuber, and then everybody could hear me typing.
Oh, that's
Made it hard to.
that makes
It made it very hard to cheat for a trivia contest.
Some people just don't care about that, right? But yeah. That's funny. I had a Corsair
But,
one time.
hey,
It was terrible.
I'm gonna head out, man. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it. Always a blast. But I got a big long day tomorrow. It's already almost 1 o'clock here, so I'm gonna listen. Thanks for hanging, Omni,
Okay.
Patrick.
Good seeing you again, brother, man. Yeah, thank you.
All
Alright.
Always a
Have a good
pleasure.
night.
Chat. Take it easy, guys.
Bye-bye.
Be good. LDG out.
Yep, 1 a.m. for you.
Yeah,
7
same
for
here.
me.
He has a lot of Trek knowledge too. He should join us on Jeopardy one of these days. I don't know why he doesn't.
We can't spare the points.
Yeah,
No.
it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting. Seriously.
A lot of
That's
people
gonna be
aren't good
interesting.
under the pressure of the timer.
Mm-hmm.
The timer it's yeah. You gotta know how to work it.
Yeah.
And Jay is very strong too. He's a strong player. Whenever he comes up, he's really good. There's a lot of really good players that can get into this thing.
Definitely. Jill would also be very
Yeah, I think she broadcasts though at the same time, doesn't she? Have this? She. I think she's, yeah.
Oh no.
But it's so funny. I actually do subscribe to her, so it's funny. It's nice to talk to her finally. She puts out some really good videos.
Indeed, John.
It felt like last week that timer was a lot faster than usual.
You were just off. No, I'm telling you. I'm not beating you up. I'm just telling you. You were off. You're off your game. It happens. We're human. We have days that we're not working right. And that's it.
Yeah,
So get your rest. Let's go to sleep now. That's it.
I'm expecting a curveball tomorrow because that second John video was very short. All good
Well, I
things.
didn't watch it yet. Well, I'm gonna do it right now. Which one is it?
Very short. The only times that that they say all good things must come to an end.
That
So
was
that's
a
about
that was
3
a touching
times.
tribute to the end of Discovery.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Now, John has promised to, and we have to. We need your help with this too, guys. John has promised to watch the end credits of Discovery. How do we do this? How do we? Because he hasn't watched any Discovery, at least recently.
Well,
But he promised us he'll watch the ending, or at least the end credits.
so somebody needs to stream.
Right, we need to
Get
stream.
John
We need to
on.
capture this for right. We have to
just need to
get
do a
And then we need to
stream
show
and
him
then
the end credits.
share screen for the end credits.
How could we do? I mean, it would get a copyright strike for that, would you?
No, not
I mean,
for the end credits. No.
so we have to find a way to do it. That's funny.
I mean, it wouldn't even matter. 'Cause, I mean, they would just claim it, and then it's not like I'm not a monetized channel.
You're not
so it wouldn't
monetized,
even
right?
matter.
So, but it messes with the algorithm too. If you start doing that, you get less. Right? Or you don't care about that either. Who cares, right? It doesn't matter.
So we need to use Tokyo's old channel.
That's right. Well, he's already shadow banned. He's on their hit list anyway. YouTube. Oh, that's funny.
We just need somebody with Paramount to be able to share the screen. Because I don't have.
I have no
Paramount.
problem with that. I can get permission. I just have to send an email upstairs. I can do that. That's not a problem. Yeah, I'll get you permission. It's not an issue.
Professor has the upcoming week off from work. Nice.
Oh, and the 47 episode. Yeah, that was a good one that John did. That was actually a pretty good.
He had a 47.
The 47. But see, that was tricky because he had some in there that were 4 and 7.
Yeah.
Right? So it wasn't just 47.
Yeah.
And then what else?
The only ones he used in the video was 47. Not
No, but there was
the separate ones.
Wasn't there one where Picard said 4 and 7, or Data said there was one that wasn't 47?
He did not use it.
Code 47.
Today in Discord, I
47%.
used
That's
the
funny.
code from Data in the First Contact from 0.068 seconds.
An eternity for an Android.
0.68 seconds in that eternity for an Android.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, 0.68 seconds. Isn't that 47? 47? Huh? So if 68 seconds to a minute of 0.67, 0.68 from a minute, wouldn't that be 47 seconds?
mean-
But no, it's 40.7 seconds.
Yeah, I don't think the writers will put that much work into coding a number like that, right? But
Yeah,
it must be an inside joke, or maybe someone's birthday was 1947 or something. Like they probably did that as a little. There's a reason why the writers did it that way. I'm sure we'll never know, but
Well, I think I was watching it behind the scenes thing, and they said it just turned into a running thing because in other shows they'd slip it in 47 too. I think it was like in Battlestar or something that.
oh, so it must be something
they
bigger than
started-
Star
started
Trek.
putting 47 in also.
Okay.
Yeah, but Battlestar, of course, because the showrunner,
Code
Yeah.
47.
Ronald D. Moore, so. Makes
All right.
sense.
Let's prepare, guys. Get your sleep. Take your vitamins. Say your prayers.
Yep.
Like Hulk Hogan said.
Yeah, I need
Brother.
to stop refreshing that order page, or they will cancel my order. Oh no, it's just subscriptions.
Who's saying that? What is it?
I'm
code
still
47.
refreshing the order page from.
I don't know if it's
from
like Amazon, they won't update it until it's literally out for delivery.
It's Apple themselves that I ordered.
Code
Because, of
47.
course,
Captain's
I made
eyes only.
Because I made use of my work discount, of course.
Oh, that's good.
Yep.
So you ordered a book. You said a MacBook. You said a new one.
Yeah, MacBook Pro.
A Pro.
For-
Okay.
for-
That's a
14
16 inch. The big.
14 inch. 16 is too big.
Okay.
I like the 14 more for ease
Well, it's
of
easier to
use
carry
and-
around, right? It's a.
Yeah.
It's a, yeah.
And just a little bit bigger than this 13 Air that I now have.
Mm-hmm.
And I have also sold the Mac Mini that I have on a 27-inch screen. So now that 27-inch screen will be the main station for that MacBook when I want to work with a bigger screen. So that's gonna work out. Yeah.
Do you have an Apple II?
Unfortunately not.
That's what you
in
need.
2007.
Apple II, the 2GS. That's the one I like.
Now, back in those days, I grew up with the Commodore 64.
Okay.
And then the IBM XT computer, and then
XT. 8086, 286. Yeah.
No, my parents had a computer store back in those days.
Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
I was completely schooled with Windows.
So Windows 3.0, 3.1, DOS 5, DOS 6. Yeah, okay, that was
all
the
the way
golden.
until Vista came, and then I said I'm out, and then I switched to Mac.
So John says, according to Memory Alpha, the 47 joke was started by Joe Minoski. At his college, there was a club called the 47 Society. See, I knew it was some inside reference. I knew that. And Joe Minoski, he's interesting. His episodes, he writes some really interesting, like out there kind of shit. Like Darmok was him, and there was a lot of other weird ones that he wrote. So that's cool.
Well, Professor, you don't need a 4090 because you're not running a 24-hour backstage. If you're running a 24-hour backstage, you need the power of the 4090.
Yeah, LGG's up there 24 hours, isn't he? He does run
49er? Do you have something for the 49er?
That was a good one. I'm loving my desktop. So fast, so quiet, stays cool despite some pretty good hardware. Who needs a 4090? Oh, well. So no ChronoWorks technology or Duotronic, Professor? Using an old bear skins and stone knives, huh? These GPUs we're talking about. All right. 4090 run a backstage 24/7.
Yeah, yes you do. That's a StreamYard is a powerhouse of a program.
And he said liquid cooled. I'm like, yeah, baby. I love it. I love it.
Coolant leak. We have a coolant leak.
That's fine. You can heat your room with that in the wintertime, right? I mean, why not?
Alright, guys, this is getting kind of late. And
Yeah,
I'm
let's
super
wrap it up.
tired, so I think we should wrap things up here.
Thanks for having
Not a
us,
problem.
Cinnabon. Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having us, Cinnabon.
You're welcome, guys. Thanks for joining.
Always.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow. Get your rest, man. All right?
Yeah, we'll see.
And if you miss Space
see how
Seed
we
or
do.
some easy shit like that, come on, man. You can't do that again. You
Well,
can't.
I'll play, but
Space.
man, I have to study up my planets, I think.
Do the planets, watch John's videos, and just watch some Star Trek tomorrow. Just watch random episodes, Voyager, TNG. That's what I do.
I'm gonna watch Gambit. I'm on that stage for TNG.
Galen, Mr. Galen the pirate. Yeah.
The discount Savick Romulan.
That's right. Whose name is T'Pol. T'Pol. That was an interesting episode. Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks a lot for everyone in the chat for hanging out tonight, and we will see you guys tomorrow on Jeopardy. And I don't know. We'll maybe do something over here this weekend. Have no idea what, but we'll figure it out later. Have a good night, guys.